Three, two, one, and lift off. So y'all know I got blamed for the Colts loss today, right? Good evening, everyone. Brian Snow here with you, along with Shane Creighton, aka Droid. Victor Locke is on his way, and it's Sunday Night Football, presented by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay, as we count you down to kickoff for the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. And we'll quickly go over our games of the day. Let's start with Droid. Which game had you intrigued?
Honestly, I hate to say it, Panthers Giants in Germany. I was shocked
Really?
at how close that game was because I thought the Giants were going to run away with it. But
Yeah.
Bryce Young proved to us yet again, hey, I'm not a bust. I can do what I need to do, with also the help of Chuba Hubbard with a 169-yard total game, 153 on the ground.
Well, you know the game that intrigued me? Jake Moody's walk-off for the 49ers as they improved to 5-4 on the year and they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got to shout out the Buccaneers, man. The Buccaneers gave us hell all day long. And
And
you
I think
know,
another team that should really be given their credit, I know you don't want to give them the credit, but the Steelers.
yeah, Steelers stole one today. Here's another team that I really don't want to give credit to, but they deserve it. That's the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals did exceptionally well today.
I mean,
They
granted they beat up
dog
the granted
walked.
listen, granted they beat up the Jets, but as I have been taught over the years, and Victor has taught me in my play-by-play career, a win's a win. I mean, hell, Victor's been in the booth with me at Old Gately Stadium when it had no
Hmm.
heater in that joint for a two overtime game.
And the reason I left was because I had a lot of audio issues.
Ah,
Yeah, I could tell that you were kind of going in and out when you were trying to talk.
yeah.
And that Broncos game had me fuming already. Because
I
we
get
should
you.
not be only beating the Broncos by two.
Listen,
And
we
by a
should have
blocked
dog
field
walked
goal.
we should have dog walked the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers hung
And
with
and,
us.
and Kirk Two Chains Cousins lost to the Derek Carr and the Saints.
Yep.
Any given Sunday, any given Monday, even any given Thursday or Saturday during the
And
football
the
season.
thing I hate to say is that the Cardinals lead the West.
Not for long. We're going to catch them and we're going to pass them.
To give you a preview of this game, the Houston Texans are fourth in the AFC, first in the AFC South, and the Detroit Lions are first in the NFC overall and first in the NFC North.
Boy.
They're 5-0 in their last five. They're 4-0 on the road, 3-1 away, or 3-1 home. So they have a pretty good track record when it comes to playing away games, while the Texans are undefeated at home. So you have two teams who are undefeated in the specific category that they are going to be at today.
You know, for the Lions, there is a much different air this year. And Victor called it during the offseason. Victor said, don't be surprised if there's a much different aura and a much different air about the Detroit Lions this year using the loss at Levi's Stadium to spur them
Hmm.
on. And Victor, you couldn't be more right. And I point you back to last week's game in Green Bay where the Lions simply took control of that game and didn't let
Yes,
go.
indeed. And the thing is, and I said this a while back during Thanksgiving, actually 2 years ago, about just how the Lions play.
Right.
Doing what we say, do get on the ground running, establish a good run game, and look what they're doing, man.
Hmm. Well, uh, who is let's go to Droid first while we count you down to kick off. Our countdowns presented by Wanna Parlay. Who is your player of the day?
Ooh, that's a good question because I got one. I mean, of course, I'm going to say Jameer Gibbs for
Hmm.
Detroit. He's been
Hmm.
on fire lately, but you also got to look at, I believe, I was gonna say Zadarius Smith, but apparently he's actually out for this game.
My
He's
player
been
of the day is Brock Purdy. 353 yards. He threw two touchdowns, including one to George Kittle. And my other players of the day, Christian McCaffrey in his return to the lineup, and Jake Moody for walking the 49ers off against Tampa Bay. Victor,
but
who are your players of the day?
Well, gotta give it to George Pickens. I mean, his catches today were simply phenomenal, and it had not
Oh,
been for some key first down catches he had, you're talking about a probably completely different game.
I got a great description uh, from one of my friends after I signed off for a while. He texted me about that Pickens catch, and he said, "Doesn't he remind you of one of your kids at night when they're
Hmm.
trying to find the most comfortable place to sleep?"
Right?
I said, "You know what? That reminds me of my ass when I'm trying to sleep.
Exactly. Exactly.
well, to be fair for you, all you have to do is lean back in that chair
Prop my
and
feet
kick
up,
them feet up,
and
and you're fine.
that's
But
that."
I'll tell you my actual players of the day. The player to watch for this game is Jameer Gibbs,
Hmm.
obviously.
Yes,
Jameer
yes.
Gibbs and David Montgomery are you two players to watch,
Hmm.
Hmm.
two running backs to the Lions. But my players of the day, one of them is the same as A Pizzle, MVS.
Marquez
In
Valdez
his
Scantling.
first game with the Saints, he's just like, you know what? Let's drop a century. He
Hmm.
dropped
Yeah.
109 yards on three catches for two
Hmm.
touchdowns.
And I said George Pickens was the guy for me. Like the fact that again he made catches that simply really should not have been done. And
Yeah, I
George
And
Thomas
saw that
Kittle,
that
who
hey,
first
also had
another one, I gotta
tremendous
say,
catch too.
Chuba Hubbard
Chuba
for
Hubbard,
for the
absolutely.
Panthers. 28 carries, 153 yards. I mean, he played like an animal. And I think the
They
last
played with
one
Panthers played with some nerve today,
They
they
really
which is
did.
did,
unusual.
and
Which is unusual to see lately, given how much of a dumpster fire they have been. And yes, I'm using the past tense, but the thing is with the Panthers, they got to keep it up. And let me shout out George the Animal Kittle for an
Hmm.
incredible touchdown catch in the fourth quarter at Tampa, somehow getting both feet down.
And that also, like I said, I think we highly underestimated Pittsburgh's defense because they came to play.
I did. I am guilty as charged.
They came to play, and they
And
stuffed Washington.
they sure did. They sure
but
did.
I told you, like, we can hate on Pittsburgh all we want.
Right.
We can do that till the moo cows come
Mhm.
home. But Hayward had a game.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
He had two solo tackles, both of them were for loss,
Yep.
had
Hmm.
2 sacks, 2 QB hustles, and a pass deflection by himself.
By himself. By
This is
himself.
with
Yep.
TJ Watt having a very mediocre game.
Hmm.
A very mid
Because
game.
Victor did that game earlier today, so we continue to count you down to kickoff. We're about 120 seconds away from such. Victor,
But
you did that game today in
Mhm.
Washington, and you barely called TJ Watt's name.
Yeah, it's like they really didn't use him at all, which was confusing to me because I'm like, this is one of the guys that you should be going to
but
continuously.
I have my disappointments of the day.
All right.
One of them is Sam Darnold. You're
Mm.
telling me after throwing 24 for 38 for 241, you can't get a single passing touchdown?
Well, credit
You're
to the
telling me all
Jacksonville.
your points were field goals?
Hmm.
And all of those field goals were from a brand new kicker?
Well, here's the point that Victor loves to make, and it's true. They won 12-7.
They won.
You can.
Oh Lord, and then another one. I think you probably saw this one coming. Caleb Williams.
Oh God,
A lot of expectations,
a
especially
lot of a
after
lot of
that
hype too.
a lot
Yeah.
of high expectations, especially after keeping it close with Washington.
Keep it close to
Seeing two
Washington
rookies go
doing,
head to head, it was
yeah.
just so underwhelming. Only 120 yards on 16 catches.
This this to me
You know
for the Bears and for Caleb Williams is the feast or famine argument. When it's a
how many
team
times have I
that's
said that?
when it's a team that is completely on the down, when it's bad teams, they
Yeah,
shine. But here was, and even with this team, I wouldn't even say the New England Patriots are that good, but they were better than the Bears tonight. Today they were better than
yeah,
the
they were.
Bears.
And my last disappointment, honestly, this is my first one from a winning team.
Hmm.
Justin Herbert from the Chargers, they won 27-17, but
Hmm.
Herbert only threw 18 total passes, only 14 of them were completed, and he was just under the 200 mark with 164
Hmm.
total yards.
Well, if you're
93
telling
of those
me
were
to,
after catch.
I look at it this way: if you're Justin Herbert and you don't have to throw for 300 yards a game,
Why
that
would
means
you?
something is going right.
Yeah, like you don't need to like air it out with your arm. I know we like that, but like if you
Uh
don't
huh.
need to air with the arm, then don't. You know.
I think my
Exactly.
only problem with it was just, it was just the fact that I know we don't want to see players get hurt. That's one of the big things I have.
Hmm.
Right.
It's just I just expect more throws. I guess it's very
Yeah.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
Underwhelming, yes.
And Kenneth
Under
Clark was some
underwhelming,
news.
yes, but also it depends on the team. We're just about ready for kickoff from Houston. The
Kenneth
lights are
Clark
on.
with
The
some
roof is
news.
open. Go go ahead, Droid.
Kenneth Clark with some news. Hey, Snowman, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight. And did you see the breaking news about Florida State today? Fired
Three,
three
both of
coaches.
their, yep, they fired
Wow.
both of their coaches, their coordinators, I beg your pardon. Uh, Will Anderson is out for Houston tonight, along with Nico Collins. Fifth straight game that Nico Collins has not been active.
And of
And
course,
I agree
Stephon
with
Diggs is
Pizzle with
out for the
one of
season.
the players of the day, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Of course, one of the players that's we're not going to see anymore this
Hmm.
season, sadly, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, yeah.
Mario Edwards is also on game day inactive due to a suspension.
Or is set to go as the Lions go white tops, white bottoms with Honolulu blue numbers traced in silver, and the Texans will go the opposite way in their battle red uniforms. It's red uniform day with the navy blue numbers trimmed in silver.
Oh, those look
D'Amico
ugly.
Ryans, in his second year as the Texans head coach, has a 16-10 regular season record
Do you think he's
on
going
his
to
way to
gamble
the.
this time?
Say again?
Do you think Gamble's going to gamble?
Yes.
Because that has been.
I'm going to be
All right,
honest.
let's
Those two
play. Let's play
uniforms are
over under.
overwhelming.
Let's play over under, and I want everybody in the chat to play along with us. I say Dan gambles 3 times in the game. Do y'all think over or under? Make
Over.
your pick about the
I'm going
game.
to say over.
Over. You're going to have 4 fourth down conversions that's going to be successful.
All right, everyone's made their choice. I laid the number down. They're in the second period at the United Center, and the Blackhawks lead the Minnesota Wild by a count of 1-0. We'll keep
All
our eye
scores
on
are
that
actually
game.
1-0 right now. The Sharks lead the Devils in the Prudential Center, aka the Rock, and the Ducks lead the Blue Jackets in Honda Center.
Kenneth Clark says under 3. All right,
Mm.
here we go. Lions will receive to our right. Kayami Fairbairn will kick things off from left to right. Red helmets, tops and bottoms for the Houston Texans. He gets the signal. On your mark, get set, and go. Sunday Night Football on Snowman Multimedia from Houston as the kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff and company will come out to the 20-yard line. David Montgomery and Jamison Williams will join him. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tim Patrick, the other receivers, Sam Laporta, the tight end. Now you tackle Graham Skipper, Frank Ragnow at center, Kevin Zeiter at right tackle, Panay Sewell. Panay Sewell is right tackle. Panay Sewell, of course, out of Northwestern or out of Oregon. I beg your pardon. It's 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. They fake the handoff. Goff rolls white, stops and throws. It's incomplete. I think the ball slipped out of his hand when he went to crank it up and throw it. It'd be 2nd and 10 from that point. Lions moving right to left as we see it. And as you folks are listening along at home with us, during the 6-game win streak, Jared Goff has thrown 13 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
That's the end mark of a
Jared,
successful QB, and Jared Goff has been that man for Detroit.
Jared Goff has been cooking. 2nd down and 10. Goff this time out of the shotgun with Gibbs standing to his right. 3 receivers to the right, lone slot to the left. The handoff to Gibbs, and Gibbs will get about 4, maybe 5, up to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 from that point with 14:40 left in the opening quarter. Lions quickly to the line. Gibbs stands to the left of Goff. Receiver left, 2 receivers to the right, Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And on the counter, they hand it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He dives forward and has the first down. That's been one of the tricks that Detroit loves to use is
Mm-hmm.
that cross handoff to a wide receiver, especially when he's coming in motion. It winds up being a jet sweep, and Brown able to get a couple of quick blocks, and he picks up the first down. That offense of Detroit has become a lot more diversified. A minute
It
gone in
really
the first,
has.
no score. Goff under center, has a tight end in motion, and here's a handoff to Montgomery, and Montgomery will crash out to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. For the Texans, Danico Autry, Tim Settle, Fatuoski and Daniil Hunter across the front. Aziz Al Shair, Henry To'o, Derek Steenley starts the secondary along with Jalen Petrie, Jimmy Ward, Eric Murray, and Kamari Lassiter complete the Houston secondary. 4 yard gain on that play, second down and 6. Montgomery, the lone back. They fake it to him and they throw. It's caught by Jamison Williams, and Williams trying to leap over a tackler, does so, but lands out of bounds, and we got a penalty flag.
Mm-mm.
And from the looks of it, Detroit's marching backwards. Ineligible receiver downfield against Detroit. And it's against the right tackle, Zeitler.
All I can say about my Chiefs is we're undefeated, but at what cost?
That's
Oh,
about
and
what I can, that's about what I can say about my 49ers. We won, but at what cost?
also for what happened to the Pittsburgh player Highsmith, uh, ankle sprain.
Thought so.
It was an ankle
Snaps
sprain.
it off. He looks, he fires. It is tipped and it is picked off.
We just talked about that too. Almost like it's a jinx. Almost like it's a jinx.
Wow.
As soon as we talk about a pick, there it is.
That's Petrie with the interception for the Houston Texans.
Which means now we
He
give
tipped
the
it up in the air and his teammate picked it off. So Petrie gets the deflection.
So that's now 2 interceptions from Goff.
yeah. That's
A lot of
crazy.
game
Though.
left, but the Texans have the ball with 12:55 left in the first half. First quarter. Good grief.
But definitely not how you want to start.
Especially
You
if you're
know.
Detroit and you're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Stroud has possession now for the Texans, first and 10 from the Detroit 33-yard line. Stroud lines up in shotgun formation, receiver across the formation in motion. The turn of the handoff to the running back Mixon, and he'll get a couple at best. It's a
The only
gain of
thing I really
two to
like
second
about
and 8.
these unis is the helmet. I like the metallic red.
Question is, will they combine it with other uniforms?
I mean, if if we're playing like college football 25, hell yeah, you're gonna do that.
Of course you are. Second
But
down and 8 after a 2 yard gain.
you
Houston
know
moving from
that these
left
are
to
gonna be
right.
added to Madden.
If he's not, I'd be surprised. Stroud under center with Mixon behind him. Receiver across the formation in motion. They'll toss it to Mixon running right, and Mixon is upended and down after what looked like a 2 yard loss.
Yeah, that was definitely 2 yards behind the line.
So it's third down coming up for the Texans, who are 6-3, as Joy noted coming into the game tonight. Detroit is 7-1.
And it was Branch that was the guy that upended him.
I forgot who the Lions lost to this
The
year.
Lions lost to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Third and 10. Stroud in the shotgun, 3 receivers left. The belt high shotgun snap to Stroud. He fires, and it's caught. First down, Houston. Tank Dell with the reception. They needed 10. They got 13. First down, Texans.
Tank Dell has always needed to show up since not only Nico Collins went down, but also Stephon Diggs gone down.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just
Exactly.
rely on John Mechie and Xavier Hutchinson. You got to have Tank Dell out there also making some great plays.
Well, he just made one. Third round pick in the 2023 draft out of the University of Houston. So he stays home to play professional football. That's Dell in motion from right to left. Handoff to Mixon. He gets across the 20, spins down at the 18, maybe the 17-yard line. Gain of 2 will make it a gain of 2. Second and 8 from that point. 10:35 left, opening quarter. The Texans are on the march after an interception thrown by Jared Goff. It's a gain of 2, it's second down and 8 with 10:20 left in the opening quarter. From the 18-yard line, trip receivers to the left, tight end right. Stroud under center, gives the ball to Joe Mixon trying to jitterbug outside, and he's got a lot of trouble. He's thrown down back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 8, and it's third down and 16. And so far, the running game has not been running for Houston, which has been which has been Houston's MO for
Hmm.
most of the year. Even given the fact that Mixon got 100 plus yards last week against the Jets in a game that we discussed on Snowman in the morning. You can catch that every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. It wasn't, they were empty yards because Houston was never able to do anything with it. Third and 16, 3 on the play clock, now 2. Snap to Stroud. They bring pressure. Stroud steps up and fires. That pass is caught, and a first down for the Houston Texans. That's Mechie on the catch. Gain of 17, first and goal, Texans. And a good job by Stroud recognizing where the line of scrimmage was and then
Hmm.
firing out to Mechie just before he crossed the line because Mechie came open at the last second. Good job by C.J. Stroud. And a good job by Dalton Schultz with the block. Seventh play of the drive coming up. 8:35 left in the first quarter. First and goal at the 10-yard line. Mixon in the backfield. They fake it to him. Out to the right. That pass is caught by Dalton Schultz, or by Stover, I beg your pardon. Other side ain't getting any action. Gain of 2. Second and goal from the 8. Man, I've had to tie cleats up my ankles once upon a time,
Ooh.
especially with a play clock running.
Yeah, I remember those
Yikes.
days. I remember those days.
Cade Stover, the fourth round draft pick out of Ohio State. And we may see a timeout here as they have 7 on the play clock. Quickly to the line, 3 receivers to the right, and timeout called by Houston.
You don't really want to call a timeout real early in the game like this.
You don't,
You want
but
to keep that tempo
you,
going.
but at the same time, if you know you're not going to be able to get a snap off, you don't want in this situation to get a
Suffer a high
5-yard
penalty.
penalty.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
You don't want to waste a play. And had they gotten a penalty, they would have wasted a play.
And
Second, go ahead, Victor.
speaking of the penalty, it's still so heartbreaking to see what happened with Washington, where number
Yes.
95 unfortunately jumped off sides and basically gave the game right to the
Yep.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep. That was the game. Second and goal from the 8. 3 receivers to the right, dual receiver to the left. Now Mixon comes toward the backfield. He gets the call running left, and Mixon is wide open, and he will walk in. Touchdown, Houston.
So you turn that turnover into points.
That's what you want to do. 7 plays, 33 yards. They used 5:09 off of the clock, and an interception has turned into a touchdown.
We're off and rolling for Houston, but now it's time to see if the Lions can answer back.
That is the question of every good team. Cammy Fairbairn will attempt the extra point with 7:46 remaining in the first quarter.
Water.
Jeez Louise. Here it comes. It's on the way, and it is good. 7:46 left in the first. Your score, the Houston Texans 7 and the Detroit Lions nothing. Now, if y'all will excuse us, we're going to take a break. I got to make a run to the restroom. The boys will carry you until I get back. So stand by, everybody. We're going to a break.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
We return here to Detroit, Michigan, where right now it is 1st and 10 for the Lions. They trail by a touchdown after a Jared Goff interception went for a touchdown for the Houston Texans. And that is where we begin. We're in Houston, actually. Jared Goff going to center. Montgomery, the lone back, 2 receivers left, and a slot to the right. 1st and 10 in their own 30. Number 8 man in motion. Snap turns and gives to Montgomery. Montgomery spins, and he will get probably half a yard, but no more than that. As the defense stuffed him right then and there. It'll be 2nd down. Just tuning in, folks. It is 7-0 Houston. We had an amazing weekend of football. Well, I should say a tale of 2 halves of football, because the noon games were amazing. Late games, not so much.
Yeah, they did simplify.
Pick a lot of lone man here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Goff turns the play action fake, and he uncorks one going deep. It is nearly intercepted again as he threw into double coverage. So that was Stingley Jr. who nearly picked it off for the Texans. The Snowman is back in the seat. Number 9 was the Lion intended, and
Jamison Williams.
Yeah, and that would not be the target I would go for, because he was covered double
covered.
So it's now 3rd and 10. To his right, 1 left, and now a man moves in the slot. Goff from the gun. Montgomery to his right hip. Snap to Goff, back to throw. Pocket holes now in trouble, and hold it. Flags fly, and the play is called dead. And it will be delay of game. I thought the snap came off in time.
They didn't get the snap off, it looks like.
Let's see. Can't see the play clock, but
Play game.
Yep.
Delay game is the call.
There's
Thank you all
zero.
for being thank you all for being patient, and thanks to Victor. Droid, if you want to go, you can go. Headaches are not fun to deal with.
No, not at all. They go from the gun again. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Off back to throw again. Lets it fly. It is caught. And he's going to get. No, he will not get. He's only going to get about 5 yards. Number 87, Laporta,
Sam Laporta.
was the one making the catch, but nothing doing. It's 4th down. And the Lions will be forced to punt.
That interception takes a lot out of a team, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, especially so early. It's the first drive, and you immediately throw a pick and nearly throw a second one.
Mm-hmm. When he was trying for the long ball to Jamison Williams.
Yep. Punt is
So my wife-
away. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Punt is away. The return goes up to about the 40-yard line. Number 82 was the man on the return, and Snowman take it away.
So my wife picked on me today.
Oh, what did she do?
She blamed me for the Colts losing. Oh, we shared. They're going to a break. 7-0 Texans. 6:22 left in the first quarter. Oh, we shared such a laugh. we shared such a laugh, man.
Well,
Because it's like it's one of our many running jokes here in the household. You know, it's one of our many running
it's the
jokes.
rules. It's the rules.
Yeah.
Rule 1, she's always right. Rule 2,
Rule
everything's
2, everything's my fault. I sat down and oh, God bless her. You've seen the way Jody and I joke around with each other,
yes,
right?
yes.
I sat down and I said, "Baby, I'm not a football player. I'm an announcer. I just
Mhm.
call the game." She zooms right into that,
Mhm.
knowing I left it open, and she goes, "Exactly."
Right.
And
Still
I'm
your
sitting
fault.
there, I'm sitting there cracking up. Okay, I'm sitting there cracking up, and I said, "How is it? How is it my fault? If you'd have called the game right, then the Colts would have won." I said, "Honey, I did call the game right. I called it like I saw it." And she
Right.
goes, "See, there's the problem." And I fell out. I fell out.
Oh man,
I'm going to
that's
repeat this
amazing.
tomorrow on the morning show, folks. But she had me rolling. Okay.
I'm surprised she didn't get mad at you for the quote unquote low roar.
She was zonked out.
Okay.
I knew she wasn't waking up. She was zonked out. And there's one thing I know about Jody. It's when like she really gets in a deep sleep,
Mm-hmm.
she ain't moving.
Right.
I'm the same way, especially like this past week when I've had to deal with a cold
Mm-hmm.
or any kind of illness. I find that one spot and I'm not moving an inch.
Absolutely.
But it was so funny the way she was picking at me today, and I'm just sitting there dying.
Right.
And like, you didn't call the game right. I said, yes, I did, honey. I called it the way I see it. And she says,
That's
that's the problem. Now,
That's
how I
amazing.
knew that line was coming, I don't know, but it still had me cracking up.
Right.
What the fuck, really?
That's my Dr. K, y'all. And you wonder why I love her so dearly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Texans have the ball, leading 7-0, and 6:22 left in the opening quarter.
Well, you guys
Oh.
are an absolute amazing match.
Huh?
You guys are an absolute amazing match.
Hey, she's my honey. She's mine. No one else can have her. Snap to Stroud. He fires right. It's caught. Tank Dell gets 8 before he is pushed out of bounds. Victor, listen, Victor can share stories with you because we hung out at Soldier Field last year
Mm-hmm.
up in the booth, and that was an adventure and a half.
Absolutely. It was
That
so
was
fun to meet her.
And
And
you
I
walked
could, here's the thing. This is how I know how protective she is of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I walked up to her, or when I walked up to both of you, and I saw you, she kind of like stood and kind of like was a little hesitant, like, okay,
Uh-huh.
who is this person?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I hugged you, and she was still a little bit confused. And then when you said who I was, she's like, "Oh, okay, I can hug you now."
Yes. That's how protective Jody is. Which I don't mind one bit. Stroud rolls out, fires, caught, Tank Dell, first down.
If they were on the side where
First and 10 from the 41 for Houston, moving right. 5:12 left in the first quarter. Stroud has not
main bench.
had an incompletion yet. This time they'll hand it off to Joe Mixon, and Mixon trying to break outside will get a yard down to the 40. Davis with the stop for Detroit. Across the front, Joe Pascal, Elaine McNeil, and DJ Reader, along with Levi Ozuruke, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, Carlton Davis, and Amik Robinson, cornerbacks, Brian Branch, and Kirby Joseph, along with Terry and Donald, your secondary. Lions are the only defense to have an interception in every game. Only team to have an interception in every game. On 2nd and 9, they swing it out to Joe Mixon, and Mixon's free inside the 30, cutting to the far side, switching hands inside the 20, the 10, the 5, and down to the 4. And here go the Texans in hyper speed mode.
Even when you think you can get Stroud, he still finds a way to get the pass off.
That he does. That he does. 35-yard completion
Don't matter to me.
on that play. First and goal, 33-yard completion. Here's Mixon up the middle, down at the 1. Flag flies in late for a possible hold.
See here.
And that's exactly what it is. Holding against Houston. They'll back up 10. Scruggs the guilty party, and a first down. They'll repeat first down. Here's how protective Jody is of me. When we were up in the booth, folks, at Soldier Field, and she started massaging my back, she was eyeing every person in the joint.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed.
She was eyeing every person in the joint. All right, first and goal, this time from the 13-yard line after the 10-yard penalty. The turn and the handoff to Mixon, and Mixon gets down to the 11. 3:28 remains in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Houston Texans, and they're looking for more. The gain is down to the 11. It's second and goal from there. Daniel Berry is with us this evening. What's going on, Daniel? Kenneth Clark, greetings to you. A Pizzle, thanks for stopping by. And Little G Griffith, thanks for stopping by also. Second down and 11. Second and goal from the 11. Laramie Tunsil is slow to get up. A four-time Pro Bowl selection. He's walking off the field under his own power. That's the left side, where they usually run. So Tunsil will walk off under his own power. We're hoping to see him back in the game. Second and goal from the 11. And ouch.
Yes, indeed.
Someone rolled up on his knee. Ouchie. I hate that. Blake Fisher, the second-round selection out of Notre Dame, will take Tunsil's place. Second and goal from the 11. Double receiver to the left. Two tight ends to the right. Mixon to the right of Stroud, who has it. Back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket. Lobs it right side. Incomplete. Looking for Joe Mixon. And it'll be third and goal from the 11. You know what we're told? You know what we're told a lot?
Mhm.
That we can't like each other that much.
It just does.
What?
Me and Jody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How would they
sharing those
know?
stories. I'm sharing those stories tonight, man.
Okay.
I'm sharing those stories tonight. because when we used to work at Amazon, 3rd and goal from the 11, Stroud the only one back there, doubles right, doubles left, tight end also to the left, snap to Stroud, back to throw, has time, steps up in the pocket, rolls right, spins out of trouble, and eventually sacked back at the 18-yard line by Houston for the Detroit Lions. And the Texans will have to settle for a field goal after the long gain. And Victor, the holding penalty against
Yeah.
the Houston Texans cost them a touchdown.
It really did. It really did. And it just you can't take the ball out of your offense's hands like that, which in a sense they kind of did.
Yeah, they did. Miami Fairbairn, 21 field goals on the season with a long of 59. That came against the Colts. Here's the field goal attempt. It's good. And with 2:56 and with 2:09, I beg your pardon, left in the first quarter, it's the Houston Texans 10 and the Detroit Lions nothing. I'm going to give my voice a break. We'll be back.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You ever go to a place where you just want to try everything? Well, that's where I'm at right now with expanding this YouTube channel because we're on Instagram tonight. I figured why not? It's worth a shot. Dan Campbell and the Lions seeking back-to-back division titles for the first time since 1954. We'll go over all the scores of today's games at halftime. Miami Fairbairn will kick it off, and here it comes. And it will go into the end zone, taken for a touchback, and the Lions will come out to the 30-yard line. I'm going to share quite a few fun stories, especially my first ever game at Trinity International, which got delayed by rain. I'll explain that at the end of the first quarter. 10-0 Houston, 2:09 left in the first quarter. Goff back in the shotgun. They bring pressure, fake to Montgomery. Goff pumps, escapes to his right, looking, and throws. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 2:02 left in the first quarter. And folks, in case you missed it, earlier today I did something I had only done in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I call 2 games at once.
Like you could have red X, you could have
And to this very moment, I don't know how the hell I did that. 2:02 left of the quarter, 2nd and 10. Jameer Gibbs behind Goff, who will work under center. Gibbs the call, running left. And he's going to lose a couple of yards. Maybe he may lose more than that. He's going to lose about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down. And this Houston Texans defense has come to play tonight. Petrie led the charge on the delayed blitz, but then recognized it was going to be a handoff. He got back there and disrupted the play. And Jameer Gibbs trying to reverse field. And then the rally tackle started. 3rd and 16 for the Lions with 90 seconds left in the first quarter.
You just gotta beef it up when you have on the end. You gotta have the other ones.
Goff out of the gun, and the snap to him. Looks to throw, winds up and throws, and it's caught by Jamison Williams out to the 45 and down at the 48-yard line. What a catch by Jamison Williams.
And they needed that desperately.
Needed 16, got 28. First down, Lions. Boy, they needed that.
Oh, he's gonna get me.
Holy cow, they needed that.
You gotta have something. That's why you say challenging.
And a great job by Jamison Williams, able to haul it in. They get out to the 47-yard line, 23-yard reception officially. Goff takes the snap, fires it out to Gibbs, who skips a tackle, gets across midfield and into Houston territory. He'll pick up 4. It'll be 2nd down and maybe 5. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. And that will probably take us to the end of the quarter. And for the first time tonight, the Lions are on the move. Jameer Gibbs with 8 total touchdowns coming into tonight's game. Let's see if the Lions will snap the ball. 2nd and 6 from the Houston 49. And they will not snap the ball as the quarter is coming to an end. All right, we'll take a short break. Your score at the end of 1. It's the Houston Texans 10 and the Detroit Lions nothing. But the Lions are on the move when you all get back.
Here we go.
Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Wilson on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Nothing Texans and broadcast story for you guys.
Okay.
Because My first year with Trinity International was 2011. Victor helped me as engineer in our Chicago studios. Well, that first game was in Iowa. And also, that first game involved a bit of a weather delay. Now, when I say a bit of a weather delay, y'all are probably thinking an hour or so, right?
Wrong.
Wrong. 6.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
More on that in a moment. 2nd and 6 from the Houston 49 as the teams have swapped directions as we begin the second quarter. The handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage and go no further. 3rd and 6 coming up. Third down and 6 coming up for the Detroit Lions.
Nice job, Doc. Nice job.
They converted 3rd and 16. Let's see if they can get 3rd and 6. From the 49, 3rd and 6. And there's a basketball game I need to check in on. I'll do that in a moment. Goff out of the gun. Gibbs standing to his right. Snap to Goff. Pressure comes. He fires, and it is caught by Jamison Williams one more time. First down, Lions.
They're doing damage.
My goodness.
I saw that too.
Did you see that rope
Oh,
that
yes.
Jared Goff threw? My buddies at It's in the Blood, they're streaming this game live, so we're going to send them some love in a minute in the form of a raid. So let's do this. On first down, the handoff to Gibbs. He'll get down to the 31. Pick up a 5, 2nd down and 5. Yeah, they're behind us, so I'm going to turn that feed down. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain by Jahmyr Gibbs. 13-10 remaining in the first half. 2nd and 6 from the 31. Gibbs the lone setback. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion from left to right. The handoff to Gibbs, running left. Gibbs squeezes through. They push him forward, and he'll get a couple. Don't know how much is a couple, but it's going to be 3rd down and I'd say about 3. We got some folks that are watching on Instagram, including my friend Betty Cantley, who has joined us tonight.
I think I see what game you're talking about right now in the fourth quarter, 8:43 left to go. The Warriors 107 and the Thunder 90.
Yes. How did you know me so well?
Well, I looked at the games. I'm like,
you know me so well, man.
I'm like, it sure shooting ain't gonna be the Sixers versus the Hornets.
Oh,
or the Heat
hell
and the
no.
Timberwolves.
3rd and 1. Goff on the run. Got the first down and out of bounds. Dallas leads Denver 63-60 there at the half. Switching the game for Tuesday. Oh, this is an 11-0 run by Oklahoma City. Warriors have yet to score in the fourth quarter. They had 107 coming into the quarter. That's where they're at right now because they doubled up OKC 42-21 in that third quarter. Up, and that'll take care of that as they just hit a 3. Here I go simultaneous again. Handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. All right, back to OKC. Stephen Curry has 28, Andrew Wiggins 16, and DeAnthony Melton also with 16. 11-17 remaining in the second quarter. It is Houston 10, Detroit nothing. Gibbs stands to the right of Goff. Laporta lines up to the right, essentially giving them 3 receivers. And Goff takes the belt high shotgun snap, rolls to his right and fires. Caught! Touchdown Lions! Sam Laporta!
That's all you needed. That's
Wow.
all they needed. And all of a sudden, the game has changed.
Yep, the Lions are back in the ball game. The Lions are back in this ball game. And if anybody needed to score badly from the games that we watched today, even the ones that we didn't cover, it's the Lions, because they
Yeah.
were being threatened or being run out of the joint.
Yeah, it would have been a rout.
Extra point is good, and it's 10-7 in favor of the Houston Texans. Now, about this rain delay that I had at St. Ambrose. Had to go to St. Ambrose. Man, it was sunny when I left home.
Right.
Okay? It was sunny when I got to Iowa. All right? It's fine. Halfway through the second quarter, the clouds started coming in. And we're all sitting in the booth thinking, oh, Lord.
Like, oh, no. It can't be.
Well, sure enough, the rains came. And we're thinking, okay, I'm going to have to muddy it up and get through that way. Nope. We get a call up in the booth. We are shutting down for a weather delay. And the weather delay is usually going to be 40 minutes. The timing was 30 minutes. So we'll wait and see what happens. And also, excuse me, fellas. And then if it gets close, we'll send the teams back out. Right?
Okay.
Nope. First 30 minutes, we have 5 minutes left on the clock. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? So they had to restart the clock. And they kept restarting the clock. And they kept restarting the clock. And they kept restarting the clock. And finally, they said, screw it.
And the rain just kept on coming.
The rain kept coming. All right? The rain kept coming. And the next thing I knew, we're being told to clear the booth. What?
Oh, no.
So I told my friends at Stretch Internet that I'm going to have to clear the booth because we got a rain delay. Well, how long of a delay? Hell if I know.
You don't know. Like right now,
Man,
we got no clue.
None whatsoever. Man, finally, at 8 o'clock. No, check that. At 6:30, we start the second half. It was only 10-0.
What?
Only 10-0. You understand me?
What a
It was
mercy.
only 10-0. That kick goes to and through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans will start from their own 30. You know what the final score wound up being?
What was that?
44-9.
Jesus. There's a lot of aggression for that game. 44-9?
44-9.
Ouch.
And on first down, they try the reverse to tank Dell. Dell reverses field, looking for help, not going to get any, and he'll lose 5. Back to the 25-yard line to be 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, in Oklahoma City, they're in a timeout as the Thunder have raced back from 28 down, and it's down to 9.
Oh, man.
114 to 105. I'm just sitting there praying, going, please don't do this to me again.
You already had one.
Please don't do this to me again.
You already had one scare.
I already had one scare. I already had one heart attack today.
Right.
I don't need a second one. There's no, oh man, second down. Stroud back to throw. Uncorks a deep one left side, and it is incomplete. Flag flies in for a pass interference.
Those are always some of the most demoralizing penalties because here you are, you think you got it, you stop the pass from being completed, and all of a sudden a flag flies for pass interference. You're like, come on, man.
Arnold, the guilty party for Detroit. Xavier Hutchinson, the intended receiver. And that's a spot foul, so that'll give the Texans a first down in Detroit territory.
Yeah, that's not what they needed.
Nope. Well, the Suns are losing. They are losing 60-53 at the half. We'll go through all the scores, NBA and NHL, at halftime. From the 35 on first down, it's to Joe Mixon, and Mixon gets dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. 9:50 remains in the first half. It's the Texans 10 and the Detroit Lions 7. Like I said, here I go again. Looking at both games. Wolfbane is with us. Thank you for checking in. And we got a goal tonight, folks. We want to get $200 in the till tonight to help me and my family. 2nd down and 10. Dell across the formation in motion, now reverses field. And the fake to Mixon. Stroud back to throw. Winds up, throws, and incomplete. Great play made in the secondary. Now it's 3rd and 10. Third and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at Dr. K blaming you for the game.
Oh, you're always going to blame me for every Colts loss.
And you said,
I'm just calling it the way I see it. Exactly.
That's the problem right there.
That's the problem. Exactly.
Hey, you're just like,
I didn't even say, huh. I just started laughing. Here's the handoff, and the Lions are going to make him lose yards again. They have stuffed Joe Mixon. And now it's 4th down. That Lions defense is coming to play. And what do my eyes see on my NBA scoreboard? Charlotte 87, Philadelphia 86.
Oh, no.
3:07 left in the money period.
If Charlotte pulls that out,
I don't know.
What is Philadelphia going to do if Charlotte pulls this out?
Here's the kick by Fairbairn from 56, and he nailed it. Field goal is good. Wolfbane with a $2 super chat. I know this ain't much. Doing what I can. He says, where's A.L. Evans? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get him here. I'm going to try to get him here. 13-7 in favor of the Houston Texans. Yeah, but Dr. K always blames me for Colts losses. Always. Do me a favor, folks. Let's send some love to Happy Veterans Day. Yep, Veterans Day is tomorrow. Do me a favor, folks. Let's send some love to the following channel that I'm going to post here in the chat. Use the hashtag Snowman Raid. Hold on a minute. Right there. And right there. No, I can't do 2 things at once, and yet I'm doing 4 things at once. What the hell is wrong? I'm not doing this at all. I don't care what you guys tell me.
Yeah, you wouldn't call 2 games back to back.
I wouldn't call
at the same time. You call 2 games at the same time. At the same time.
I called 2 at the same time. I pulled a Kevin Harlan, and I said I'm calling both games. How?
Like, how did I do that? Huh?
I leaned back in this chair and I took my headset off. And the first thing I said live was, how the hell did I just do that?
And you still don't know.
I don't. To this day, I don't know.
And you still don't know.
I still don't know how I did that. I really don't. I don't know how I did that.
So you look at it again. And you still don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's show another channel some love here, folks. My friend Brandon Martin. Let's tag him. Let's raid his channel with a little Snowman raid.
Next
Show him
Saturday,
some love. Spike the like, and subscribe to his channel, folks.
Mhm.
Subscribe to all the channels that I put in the chat because I want to show people some love today. All right.
Also, next Saturday we'll have Oregon and Wisconsin.
Oh, dang, damn it. 90 seconds left, and Philadelphia leads by 5 over Charlotte. Here's the kick by Fairbairn, and it will come to the goal line. They'll take a knee, and the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Oh, there you go.
So Houston still gets 3, which means the Lions still have a lot of work to do.
Yep. Down 6, 13-7. I thought I heard an extra voice. All right, on first down, the handoff is to Gibbs, and it's to Montgomery running right, and he'll lose a yard.
Mm-hmm.
He will lose a yard.
There's a lot of good run defense today from various different teams.
Yeah, 8:05 left in the half. And it's 13-7 in favor of the Houston Texans. They've led throughout the first half. St. Brown in motion. Snap to Goff. Looking his way. Still looking. Now fires. It's incomplete. Somebody's laughing. There's a flag down, and it looks like it's against Houston. Illegal contact.
There you go.
And now there's 21.1 left in Philadelphia, and Charlotte is within a pair. 94-92.
Let's see.
First and 10 as Goff under center, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. He drops the fake, and this is trouble, and it's intercepted. Second interception.
That's
thrown by Jared Goff.
And he got tagged in the back.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
And a heads-up play by the Texans to just stay with that. Almost very similar to what happened in between Chicago and Washington.
Yeah. And it gives the Texans a very short field. It gives the Texans a very short field. Great defensive play. And it's D'Amico Autry that made the play. Was able to get to Goff before he can get his forward motion. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 36. There's the fake to Mixon, throwing out left, complete to Tank Dell, and Dell spun around and dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
And the last thing needs to happen for Jared is for him to get down on himself.
Exactly.
Even though yes, there are picks, you still need to stay up.
We've seen what happened before. We've seen what happens before. Speaking of NBA, I made an executive decision, and there's a Tuesday night NBA game I'm going to cover.
Oh?
Yeah, Klay Thompson returns to Golden State.
All right. Warriors and Mavericks.
Maverick. Yep, 10 o'clock. Well, depending on the time of the hockey game I got scheduled, I might do both. Here we go again. Second
Kevin
and
Harlan,
9.
part
Stroud
2.
throws, caught, and a first down for Houston. Xavier Hutchinson with the reception. That's a pickup of 10. And first down for the Houston Texans. Stroud 8 for 10, 94 yards. From the 25-yard line, Stroud in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Snap to Stroud. Backs up, throws. It's caught by Mixon. He'll get down to the 16. Nine-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 1 from that point. There's a player on the Warriors that I like so far. His name is DeAnthony Melton. 16 points and 8 rebounds tonight. The turn in the hand to Mixon. Mixon has a first down as he gets flipped down to the 11-yard line. You know, so many people tell me, you always want total anarchy. Damn right. I say that very jokingly, of course. Covering sports is fun. And now we're just going to monetize the hell out of it. From the 11, first and 10.
All here's halftime is, as I said before, hell no.
No, exactly. My wife heard that and cracked up.
I know she did.
You're not picking this one, are you? Nope. And she says, can I tempt you to pick him? Nope.
Nope.
What if I gave you a big fat kiss? I'll take it, but I ain't picking it. And she starts laughing.
I'll take it, but I'm not picking it. No.
You ain't getting me. From the 11th, second and 10. 4:26 left in the half. 2 receivers out to the left and 2 to the right. Stroud takes the belt high shotgun snap back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket. Now escapes to his left and throws. It's incomplete. Intended for Joe Mixon out of the backfield. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the same problems that have haunted a number of teams in the league today, especially, are haunting the Texans, and that's red zone opportunities.
Yeah.
The last time they had the ball in the end zone, they turned it into a touchdown, and that came off of an interception. They want to do the same here. Stroud did a good job getting rid of the ball.
Yeah. He's become such a great awareness quarterback.
Back to throw is Stroud, stepping up, escapes to his right and fires. Incomplete. Looking for Woods. And it's 4th and 10. So they may get 3 out of this. They may get 3. They may get 3 out of this. And Stephen Curry drills another 3. Give him 34 on the night. And timeout call by the Thunder as they trail 122 to 112 with 72 seconds left in the ball game. Fairbairn's kick is good. 4:07 left in the first half of this one. It's the Texans 16 and the Lions 7. And
that's now 10 points off of turnovers. Uh-oh. You okay?
8 seconds left in Philly.
Uh-huh.
Philadelphia 97. Charlotte 97.
No way.
I'm looking dead at it.
Oh my God. No.
Charlotte has
way.
caught the 76ers at 97.
Oh my God.
Deb is with us. She says it's CJ Stroud beating the Lions. What? Yeah.
The lovely Deb Whipkus, as always. And congratulations to your Eagles, Deb.
Yes, indeed. They're taking you to another channel, Wolfbane, because I'm inviting y'all to do a raid to show the channel I put in the chat some love.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do that. Want to make it as interactive as possible. Deb just gave us a what moment.
What?
CJ Stroud's beating the Lions? What?
I mean, it's not that surprising. I just hope that the Lions will be a little more dynamic in terms of their offense. But I mean,
I know, but the Houston defense has come to play.
they really have. I'm not against it either.
Nor am I. Nor am I. Yes, folks. The Hornets and the Sixers are tied at 97. What?
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 And what again, like I said, what are you going to do? What are you going to say if somehow the Hornets come out and beat you? What are you going to say? If you're
Wolfbane, what you do, Wolfbane, is click on the link that I put in the chat. It'll take you to their stream and their chat, and then you say hi to them by hitting the like, subscribe to their channel if you would. Let's help them grow, and then you use the tag hashtag Snowman Raid.
Raids are fun.
I think Deb's gonna wind up being our guest picker this week.
Oh boy,
going to overtime.
They're going to overtime?
In Philadelphia.
Overtime.
I will laugh my head off if somehow they pull that out of the fire. If somehow Charlotte pulls this one out of the fire, I will laugh my head off.
After hours.
Yes. You've been on After Hours with me.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first one we did at an Applebee's.
Right.
And off to Gibbs, straight ahead, and he goes backwards. Or that's Montgomery, I beg your pardon. Stephen Curry has 36 points.
Why are we surprised? It's Steph Curry. It's Chef Curry. He cooking.
I know that. And I'm laughing because not many people expected anything about out of this Golden State Warriors team as Wiggins blocks a shot. DeAnthony Melton the rebound. 2nd down and 8. Snapped to Goff off the head, and is that a free ball? No, it's incomplete.
That was so seamless.
What was?
Block the rebound, snap to Goff. Wait, huh? Hold on. Timeout.
I don't know how the hell I'm doing this. I don't know how the hell Listen, y'all, I'm serious when I say I don't know how the hell I'm doing this. Looking at the replay is Petrie, who bounced the ball, and then Goff smacked the ball off of Laporta. It wound up going off of Laporta. St. Brown in motion, 3:28 left in the half. DeAnthony Melton splits a pair of free throws, so now the Warriors lead by 11. Isaiah Joe missed a shot. Here's Goff, back to throw. He fires into the dirt, incomplete, and the Lions go 3 and out. Isaiah Joe misses a 3. DeAnthony Melton takes the defensive rebound. He's got a double-double in the game with 21 seconds left. And that may just about do it for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nah. Ball game. Final score. Warriors 127, Thunder 116. The Thunder are frauds. Here's the punt. Runner gets back and slams right into Vaki. Quick wrap up of the Warriors game. Steph Curry at 36, 3 of 4 from the line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the Thunder with 24. They're at a break in Houston. Warriors shot 50% from the field. Oklahoma City 44.7. 48 from three are for the Warriors, 33 and a third for OKC. Here's the problem: 15 turnovers for the Warriors, only 11 for Oklahoma City. But I like this number. The Warriors at 46 total rebounds, and the Thunder only at 41. Game was played in 2 hours and 25 minutes in front of 18,203 at the Paycom Center. Now, we're going to switch this to Philadelphia to see if you're okay, Wolf. Now, let's switch this to Philadelphia. No one has scored in the overtime. Another offensive rebound for the Hornets. I will laugh my head off, especially when we got Jay coming tomorrow morning. Andre Drummond with a loose ball foul. I don't know if JJ is on covering that game in Philadelphia. And the answer to that is no.
He's so doggone disgusted by what's going on.
And I'm willing to bet he's also tired.
Oh,
that man works harder than I do.
He is hard working.
He is very hard working. I'm so proud of him. I am so very proud of him. There's 3:10 left in overtime in Philadelphia, and no one has scored.
Oh, my God.
Until now. Cody Martin just committed a shooting foul.
Oh, no.
Damn. I wanted anarchy for that game.
Which means Philly gets 2.
And they just dropped one. 98-97 Philadelphia. Kyle Lowry at the line. The former Raptor has 7 points in the game. The Sixers are 1-7. Lowry drops the second one, 99-97 Philadelphia. Man, the heck with this. You know what? I'm going to try to find it. Listen, look, I'm still wondering how the hell I did 2 games earlier at the same damn time.
Right.
And my computer held up for it.
Right.
And somehow my computer held up for it. All right, Texans ball from their 33, 1st and 10. Dell in motion as Stroud back to throw against pressure, gets it away, and it is incomplete. Oh, I thought they picked it off.
I did too.
I thought they picked it off. You know what I think I'm bringing to life what every kid used to do. Tried, can't figure it out. I'm still listening. Prediction: Lions 24, Texans 19. Kenneth Clark says we did the Eagles game. Okay.
And looks like
And
there's a challenge flag. Oh, no.
Yeah. No, it's an incomplete pass.
Okay.
No challenge.
Okay. I was going to say, no challenge on this one.
No, because he didn't have it.
At all.
Second down for the Texans, 2nd and 22. And the handoff is to Mixon, and he runs right into a Lions wall and is brought down after about a gain of 1. It's 3rd down. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, they have it in the front court to our left with 3 minutes left in the overtime. LaMelo Ball has it between the circles on the drive to the right, stops, keeps his dribble, jump pass back left to Bain, and that pass is picked off by Lowry. Lowry spins on the dribble. He nearly lost it. Now the Sixers have it in the front court with 2:42 left. Timeout, Philadelphia. 3rd and 21 for the Houston Texans from their own 22-yard line. Here's the snap. They throw it. It is caught, but they'll lose yards as Hutchinson makes the catch. That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Glenn is excited. And we're down to 2 minutes. And your score at the 2-minute warning is the Houston Texans 16,
16,
and the Detroit Lions 7.
This game is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. A lot crazy.
It's a hard-hitting game, I'll tell you that much.
It really is.
It's a hard-hitting game. Meanwhile, Sacramento and Phoenix are now even at 77 apiece. Miami and Minnesota are even at 94 with 7.8 seconds left in regulation of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Denver is now up on Dallas 85-83. The Portland Trailblazers are getting spanked at home 31-14, a minute to go in the first period of that game.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised at that.
No, we shouldn't be. 2:16 left in the overtime in Philadelphia, and only 2 points have been scored. 3 now. Now 4 as LaMelo Ball just hit 2 free throws. 99 all. LaMelo Ball has 34 points. I'm not impressed with him. I said that once, and somebody said, well, not everybody can be Jordan. I know that, but I've been impressed with players with a lot better caliber than what I've seen.
Yeah. Like, what you mean, man?
Exactly. You know what, you got to tell that story again at halftime with the car.
Oh yeah, okay.
Folks, Victor has a story for you. And he lives in my hometown in Chicago, so there are going to be a lot of familiar places mentioned, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
So I tend to get medicine from Walgreens. And when I went to Walgreens, as soon as I left, I saw a car coming down on 95th and Pulaski. And the car was dripped out in purple and gold. And as they get ready for the punt here.
All right, it's 4th and 25. 2 minutes left in the half. No challenges from here on out. From the coach, no coaches challenges. All the challenges have to come from the booth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 4th and 25. Townsend will punt it away from right to left. Here it comes. A deep punt, too. Taken at the 20-yard line, and they'll lose 3 yards. Man, you sound as tired as I feel.
Bearcat should have been called.
Yep.
Bearcat should have been called. And Jared Goff, entry tonight, he had a 118 passer rating, led the NFL, and unfortunately, it has not been his day today.
1 for 6 under pressure, only 9 yards, and an interception.
2 interceptions.
2 interceptions total. From the 19, the Lions go back to work with 1:51 left in the first half. And they'll hand it off to Gibbs, running left. And Gibbs is only going to get 1 out to the 20-yard line. Now with 100 seconds left in the half. You think Detroit is content to sit on the ball?
No.
No?
No, they're gonna try at least a couple of plays to get positive yardage, at least to get them either to field goal range, because they can't go into the half trailing by this much.
No.
They just can't. So
And
hopefully
Houston
what you
gets
want
the
to
ball
see
to start the second half.
exactly. So what you hope to see is them take a couple of shots at the end zone, or at least, at the very least, get them into field goal range, so you can at least get some points before the half is out.
They got 109 left in the first half, and we have a timeout. And, oh, my Lord in heaven.
What?
Charlotte 104, Philadelphia 103, less than a minute to go.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You have got to be
You're
kidding me.
shaving me. Yes.
You have got to be shaving me. You have got to be shaving me. Nope, tie game 104. They just made a
Okay.
free throw.
Okay.
Philadelphia needs this win bad. They're 1-7
They really
right
do.
now.
They really
From the
do.
21, it's 3rd and 8. Goff out of the gun. Takes the belt high shotgun snap. Looks to throw. Winds up and throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Laporta.
They're out of rhythm. The Lions are
They
completely
sure
out
are.
of rhythm, and that's with so much pressure in Goff's face. So
Ay,
much
ay, ay.
pressure.
Man, they've come after him with a band. They've come after him with a vengeance.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Here's the punt with a minute to go in the half. And it's taken at the 20, running left to the 25, out to the 30, spins out of a tackle, and it gets dropped at the 34. So it'll be first down for the Texans from there.
My gracious.
Did you get that song I sent you earlier?
Song? No. What song did you send me?
Look in your
Hold on.
email, dude.
Oh, my email. Okay, not in the text message.
Yeah. What the?
That's it.
That's all I will say is just listen to it. 54 seconds left in the first half. Snap to Stroud. He winds up and throws. It's caught by Tank Dell, short of the first down. And the Blackhawks beat the Wild 2-1 in overtime. Now it's Houston, the hurry-up offense. Back to throw is Stroud. Over the middle, it's caught on the run is Hutchinson. Oh, that's Mechie, I beg your pardon. And now Houston is doing what Detroit should have done. And I believe timeout call by Detroit. Player of the game so far in the NBA is Stephen Curry. He went off for 36 tonight. Raptors and Lakers are just getting started. Heat and the Timberwolves, I believe, are in overtime right now. It looks like the Sixers are going to pull it out at home. They're up 1 with the ball. Stroud throws. It's caught by Dalton Schultz. 25 seconds left in the first half. Raptors are playing the Lakers, and I hope the Raptors blow them out.
Okay, I gotta stop that because my phone's about to burn. That
All
song
right,
is
take off.
straight. That song is no. I'm saying that song was straight fire. It's about to burn my phone down. My God, that was
Yeah, a
that's
friend of mine did.
incredible. That's
Friend of mine did
incredible.
that for me. Friend of mine did that song for me, and I kind of did a thing.
Mm.
I sent it to Cole.
Oh dear, which means the EP of all EPs
He's
has
gonna
weaponry.
visualize it.
He's got weaponry.
I told he's got more weapons than I do, and I said I call upon the EP of all EPs to visualize this song. Oh brother, thinking what the hell am I doing? Wanting Cole to visualize it. That's what. 3 on
Right.
the play clock. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw. It is dropped. Tank Dell, the intended receiver. 3rd and 10. Well, there was a call that was overturned in Charlotte's favor.
Oh,
Denver is up 6, heading towards the end of the 3rd quarter there. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Texans. From the 15-yard line, Stroud back in the gun, takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks to throw, and fires. It is caught! Mechie, touchdown Houston. John Mechie with the 15-yard touchdown reception.
that could be a
And the
potential
Texans
dagger.
stretch their lead.
That could be a potential dagger right there because the
Mm-hmm.
momentum is all with Houston now.
6 plays, 66 yards, and 42 seconds. That's nuts. Oh, here's the situation. There's 15 seconds left in Philadelphia in overtime.
Yep.
There was a jump ball, and the Hornets have it.
Uh-oh.
Extra point good. 23-7 Houston. I expected a lot closer game.
I did too.
I thought a lot. Subscribe for your. Oh. I missed a raid. There's a raid in the chat. Rising Rhino sent his bunch over. Good Lord. That's what I get for trying to do 300 things at once.
Thank you, guys.
Hawkins is with us. Rising Rhino is here.
Rising
Sticks of
Rhino.
Maine is here. Hawkins again. Sending the raid. Stark baking vanilla. I beg your pardon. Telling everybody to smash the like button. Hawkins is saying, "What's up, folks?" Jane Grammer said, "Rising Rhino raid. Thank you." Oh my gosh. Raid success. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you all. Magic Man, Rising Rhino Raid says, "Cheers." Thank you. Stephen James with the Rhino Raid. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much. Thank you all. Thank you. Here's Fairbairn's kick, which will probably take us to the half as it's down in the end zone. I don't like this. What's going on with Detroit? They're getting outplayed.
Yeah, they're
They
getting
are straight up
hammered.
getting worked. That's about the only way I can put it.
There's still a half to go, but the Lions have to get something going.
And unfortunately, it's Houston's chance to double up because they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Exactly.
And that should frighten you if you're Detroit. As Goff winds up and fires, it's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown out to the 45-yard line. They'll spend the timeout here. with their first time out with 4 seconds left in the first half. I'm still looking at this Charlotte-Philadelphia game.
Yeah.
I think this is the idea that Victor had in mind when he coined the sports machine for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of carrying all sports at one time, kind of getting a feel for everybody, every sport they want.
Yep. I'm getting it now. 6 seconds left in the first half. Goff out of the gun. 5, 4, 3, spiked, incomplete. Now LaMelo Ball will pull the trigger for Charlotte with a chance to win. Better get it in. Time. Timeout call by Charlotte. They'll have another 100 seconds to think about it. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know.
My head hurts.
I just think we still haven't got to December 1st yet.
Shut up. All right, time expires. Goff escapes to his right, winds up and launches one. It's going to get there, but it's going to be picked off. Third interception.
Oh, my God.
And Houston gets the second half kickoff.
This has been a horrible game for Jared.
My gosh.
And it's going to get tougher and tougher for him to get out of his own head with each and every single interception that happens.
It sure is.
My gracious.
It sure is. That Texas defense is no joke.
It really isn't. It really
That
isn't.
Texas defense is not playing. All right, to Philadelphia. It's the Sixers 105 and the Hornets 104. Both teams are in the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia has the only timeout left in overtime. Now they got advertising all over the place on the floor.
Yeah.
Some of those I think are done by projectors. I don't know. I haven't been into an arena lately. Here's Ball on the drive, all the way to the corner, pitch out, 3, right wing. Nope. Ball game. Or is there a loose ball foul? Nope, there's a loose ball foul against Charlotte. And that is that.
Doggone it.
Doggone it.
Oh, I was hoping for both Charlotte and Carolina to win at the same time.
Man.
The Hornets and the Panthers winning. With Mr. Spivey coming back, oh my Lord.
Mm-hmm. He had a good look at the 3. And there's a loose ball foul, but it shouldn't have been against Charlotte. Gershon Yabusele with 20 points tonight. His free throw, a brick. Seth Curry is wearing number 30 for Charlotte. There's 5 seconds left. There is time. The second attempt on the way. No good. And an offensive rebound for Philadelphia.
And that's over.
And a foul with 2.1 left. And that will be the end of that. All right. That's the end of that game. See ya.
Slid it by. That game is washed.
That game is washed. Completely and utterly washed. I see my prediction for the Lions was wishful thinking. Yeah, it's looking
it's
like
for everybody. That's everybody's prediction for
we're
the
all
Lions.
taking. Most of us who did our picks on Friday picked the Lions.
Yes.
And we're all taking a bath right now.
Bad one.
We
No
are
hot
all
water.
taking none.
No hot water speakers.
No hot
all
water
cold.
whatsoever. We're all taking a bath right now.
It's all cold
We are
water.
all taking a bath right now.
Ugh.
All right, 450.
I know, right?
I think I'm all petered out.
We've hit halftime here.
How the heck? Wolfbane said a cold bath. Yep.
A cold bath.
Ice bath.
No heat to be found.
None. Whew. Okay. I think I'm going to lean back in this chair and take a commercial.
Okay.
We're going to take a 5-minute timeout. We'll be back.
All right.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Wilson on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young.
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color of crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Wilson on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
All right, folks. 23-7 Houston leads here at the half. I am on a call right now, taking care of a little bit of business. We'll be back.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Williams on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young.
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobe.
Worship alert. Really? A worship alert?
Like I said, you know how they are.
Only Cole can come up with that.
You know how these bronsexuals are, and so does
Dear
he.
God, yes. Dear God, yes. Cole is the creator of that damn segment,
Yes, he is.
which gets even more hilarious.
Right, with every step. it goes.
Every single thing, it gets more hilarious.
More hilarious and more ridiculous.
Uh-huh. Hilarious, ridiculous. Any synonyms of those two words? Okay. Just about done handling a little business I said I would here at the half. Hassan Chop.
Hassan Chop.
That's what I want to see more of from my White Sox next year.
We gotta see
More
them get some
Hassan.
situation hitting.
Yes.
Some situation
More
hitting.
Hassan that turned more Hassan Chop that turned into situational hits, damn it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Complete. Exactly.
Let's see. Speaking of baseball, I know we just finished off the World Series recently.
Uh-huh.
But what teams do you think could possibly make a run or a trade or a draft that could turn their season around? I mean, it's taking a bad team and making them even better, making them great, or taking a good team and making them even better.
Houston. They just got to get some pitching.
Yeah.
Because I think Justin Verlander's done.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think Justin Verlander is complete. His Hall of Fame career is complete.
Yeah. And I'm so
I
happy
don't want
for
to
him.
see the Yankees. Oh, look, I'm so proud of Justin Verlander.
Right?
I'm so proud of Justin Verlander.
He said, I don't want to see the Yankees at all.
I don't want to see the Yankees. I don't want to see the Dodgers.
I understand that feeling.
I don't want to see any one of those guys.
Like, I'm
You know
tired.
what team I'd love to see come out of nowhere?
What's that?
The San Francisco Giants.
Yes. Yeah, I would
I'd
like to see
love
them
to see
too.
the Giants come out of nowhere again.
I'd like to see them too.
I'd love to see the Giants come out of nowhere. The Diamondbacks already had their run. So did the Texas Rangers. And they met in the World Series a year ago.
Right.
Um. Uh. My brain just went blank. Why did that happen? Oh, but Victor, tell him about the
Oh,
car,
so,
bro. We
so
got a
anyway.
few minutes.
So anyway, as I'm heading out, I went and grabbed some Tylenol because I had a little bit of a headache. No, it was not bronchosexual related, but it was close. So I'm heading out, and I'm going across the street. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go to Jewel, which is right off 95th in Pulaski.
He said it wasn't bronchosexual.
And what should I see but this car decked out in purple and gold with this mural? That's the only thing I can really call it. It was a mural of LeBron James on one side and Bronny on the other, holding the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Oh dear God!
And I'm like,
No,
are you kidding me?
hell no to the no.
Are you kidding me? Ain't
There
no
was
way someone was this
another
crazy.
word. There was another word inserted in that statement, but
Yeah, but I can't say it. So I'm like, there's no. I was so done, right? So I'm like, I need to go to the store, get me some fried chicken and some potatoes and some apples, and that's what I did. And as I got into the aisle, the checkout aisle, I went to self checkout aisle, and one of the attendants actually was a good friend of mine. So we were talking, and we kind of started talking about Christmas and everything. And we said, what you want to get your kid for Christmas? He has a daughter, and he said, "Man, I remember back in the old days, you get those Power Wheels. I would love to get my daughter that."
Man, Power Wheels.
I'm like, man, well, I wish you could get that because Lord have mercy, that took me back. That took me back some years. Well, as we're talking about it, right? As we're talking about it, this bronzexual.
Oh no.
Yeah. He said,
Oh,
what I want? I'm like, sure. What do you want? What I want for Christmas is a championship run between LeBron and his son Bronny. And the Larry Brown trophy would have to be given to him by Michael Jordan. I'm like, what?
Huh?
Are you serious?
Huh? What?
Yeah, I was that confused. And I said,
he wants Bron and Bronny
to win the championship
to win
as
the
Lakers.
title as Lakers. And by the way, there's 12:59 left in the third period. 23-7 Houston. They got the ball off of a turnover. Go on.
And the championship, the trophy must be given to them by Michael Jordan. Because only then could people finally realize that LeBron is the true king. I put one of yours. Go ahead.
Man, give
us button.
Man, give me this doggone button. First of all, let's start light.
Great googly moogly.
Second of all, Paul.
Are you kidding me?
Al.
He did what?
And Cole. No, Chris.
What in the all types of blue hell?
And Cole, finish it.
Use a troll. Troll! Use a troll. Troll! Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
Go on.
And so I was like, So, of course, you believe that LeBron is the GOAT, I'm guessing? Well, it's obvious. Obvious. Well, that's news to me.
Come here. Paul.
Are you kidding me?
That's news to me because I think
News to me too.
I think you need to have a nice high winning percentage in the finals in order to be considered the GOAT.
Yeah. What y'all know about that Hassan Chop? Listen, Wolfbane, let me explain to you my love of Looney Tunes. I have used almost every key line from a Looney Tunes as a greeting once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually used a Hassan Chop in a baseball broadcast that Victor was sitting with me.
Yep, I remember that. Hassan Chop.
On first down, the handoff to Montgomery. Spins out of a tackle, pushes forward down to the 40-yard line. 95th and Pulaski. Wolfbane, to answer your question, he's from my hometown also, Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy thinks
it is academic that LeBron is the GOAT. And so we kind of looked back at him and looked at each other and looked back to him and started laughing.
Uh-huh.
Because we couldn't believe that someone was subjected to such stupidity. And then
oh no.
We were talking about how Michael Jordan, all of his accolades we talked about.
Yes.
The fact that he led the league in scoring and steals 3 different times.
Yep.
The fact that he was DPOY. The fact that 6 titles, 6 MVPs, 6 appearances. The man never allowed a game 7. Just dominated, left, and then re-dominated again.
1-3, took 2 years off, came back, won 3 more.
And then the line of the century for me. How can you, Jordan fan?
Wait. Pause.
Oh, no. That's amazing. That's how I felt.
So goodbye to you and farewell
to thee.
A spicy meatball.
I know I'm going to regret this, but I'll unpause it.
Okay. He said, I don't understand how you Jordan fans can follow a quitter like Michael.
Cole.
You're fired.
I thought the other. Pause again. I said,
"Oh, hell with that."
I said, "Quit."
He didn't quit.
Quit. When did he quit? I don't think I remember what that time. He said, his quote unquote retirement. So you thought that was a fake retirement? Yes.
I know the button I can push. It says 2 words.
You fool!
There's a Coleism that you need to bring out that you haven't brought out yet. How can I put this succinctly?
Oh, yeah.
You tripping.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're looking for?
That's exactly the one.
Matter of fact, I think I have the full quote. Matter of fact, let me find it. I don't think I found it.
Me.
Actually, you know what? Give him this too.
Excuse me, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 6. Goff winds up, throws deep, caught Sam Laporta inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line.
That's what the Lions needed. Let's get more
exactly
of that.
What they needed. Okay.
Let's get more of that.
Now, I know Kendrick Perkins was not involved, but you may as well say Kendrick Perkins was involved because this needs to be said.
Kendrick Perkins. Let me see if I could put this in a succinct way. Oh yeah, you tripping?
Heavily.
Is that what you need?
Heavily. So of course I was so angry and so put off. I'm like, I'm just gonna
Oh yeah.
leave. Because
Here's
if I don't,
Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Boy, talk
Lions.
about needing a desperate score.
Absolutely.
So you got ready to leave.
So I left out.
You left out. Good
As
move.
I'm walking, and I'm trying to like calm myself down because for
Oh
those
yeah.
who don't know, right,
Mm-hmm.
there was a very, very justified reason why Michael decided to step away from the game of basketball.
Yeah, he lost someone very, very important to him, and now the Lions are going for two. Here's Dan
Oh,
Gamble in full mode,
gambling
and
again.
the
This is
handoff is to Montgomery, and he didn't get there.
the gamble does
So
not pay off for Dan
with
Gamble.
11, exactly. So with 11:34 remaining in the third quarter, it's Houston 23, Detroit 13. I don't think at that time you needed to.
You
needed
didn't
to
need to
go
gamble.
two on that.
You got time.
You got you
time.
you do have time. Go on.
So so anyway, so as I'm walking, I'm trying to calm my head down because, like I said, he lost a very important person to it in his life in a very,
Yep.
very painful way. I won't say any more than that. For those who know,
Yeah.
they know. So as
Yeah.
I'm walking, I'm steaming, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I may
I don't
not be the
blame you.
best to my dad, but I do love my dad, respect my dad. But
I
as I'm
dig it.
walking, I turn and I look to my right, and what do I see?
Oh no.
That exact same car.
Oh no. What
Bronny
the
and LeBron holding the Larry O'Brien
Larry
trophy.
O'Brien trophy?
I was like, no.
Uh-uh.
No.
Just no.
It can't be.
It was.
It was. It had to have been. I can't confirm or deny because I didn't see him walk to the car, but I'm like, it had to be him.
Uh-huh.
I was too through.
Oh man. I get it.
Trust me, there'll be more.
Oh boy, I get it.
Trust me, there'll be more on Wednesday and probably tomorrow too.
Oh, I got one for tomorrow.
Oh, you already do have one for tomorrow.
I got several. Hand off Joe
Boy.
Mixon. He runs into a wall. And he's brought down after a gain of one, if there was a gain on the play. I got
It
one of
looked
my
like it.
own. Speaking of bronze sexuals.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Thinking which Lakers are already getting started. They're at the second quarter now. Raptors leading 41-36 on that one.
Go Raptors. And if they win tonight, I'm gonna laugh. On 2nd and 9, the handoff to Mixon running right, and he'll only get a couple. The Lions are in this game.
Yeah, they just have to play. They have to play smart football. They cannot gamble. They cannot make mistakes and bad penalties.
Now it's third down. What do the Texans do here? Because Joe Mixon has been stymied all night. I'm probably going to open tomorrow's morning show with a hallelujah to Jake Moody. 3rd and 8. Trips right, slot left. Back to throw is Stroud. Winds up and throws, and it's caught. 50, 45, 40. That is Dalton Schultz down to the 36-yard line.
Well, you asked what do the Texans do? They do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the biggest thing with the Texans is that they can not only burn you on the ground, they can burn you through the air.
35-yard connection and the handoff to Mixon. He's down to the 30-yard line. That's the biggest hole they've opened for him all night. 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. 23-13 in favor of the Texans, and they're on the move.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big completion to Dalton Schultz. Big completion.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Stroud 15 of 24 for 196 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I'm not going to repeat Jared Goff's stats right now.
Mm-hmm.
Back to throw is Stroud, rolls out to his right and lobs it end zone. It is intercepted.
Big pick. Big pick.
And the Lions will have the ball at the 20.
Davis comes away with it. And that was an I formation play, too.
That was a great play by Davis to pick it off.
Yeah, he jumped the route and knew exactly where Stroud was going with the football. Tremendous play by Davis. And this gives the Lions some more opportunities.
Okay, I got to finish my rain out story.
Okay, go ahead.
When we had a 6-hour rain delay. We went to St. Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
The field was muddy. There was a leak in the booth. I had to cover my equipment. Fortunately, they took care of the leak. Everything got patched up.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we finally got rolling, it was like 6:30.
Oh, wow.
And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, can I borrow your car? What do you need to do? I have to go to Trinity International to call a football game. She says, okay, just make sure you put some gas in it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell her I had to drive to Iowa.
Oh, no.
I got away with it. Because miraculously, one of the coaches lent me a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gas to put in my mother's car.
Good.
Oh, Lordy.
As long as that was taken care of.
That was the key to me forever borrowing her car. And she had gotten the new Nissan at the time.
Yeah.
That was the key. You know what's bad about that game?
What's wrong?
There were
What's
snacks
bad?
all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the newcomer.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I can't do that. I can't go rate this. I can't go rate their snacks. They're for the players.
Right.
But
that changed quickly.
That changed hella quickly.
Looks like it was a play action rollout for Stroud.
Yep.
And okay. Davis closed it. That's what it was, because Davis was way out of position of that.
He was, but he closed on that quick.
Because Tank was all alone.
Until Davis showed up at the last minute and picked him.
So that was just a really good play by Davis. Not a bad throw by Stroud. Just a really great play by Davis. Let's see if the Lions can put this into points.
They need to. 8:55 left in the third. The Lions have it. 1st and 10 at their own 20, moving right. Goff out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. And the pitch out this time is to Gibbs. And Gibbs across the 25, across the 30, up the sideline. He has a first down after a gain of 12.
He's kind of mad because he wanted to stay in bounds and get more yardage.
Penei Sewell, the man who set him free. Man, Sewell is a monster at right tackle.
Is. Yes, he is.
The only other right tackle I can think of that's better than him right now is Trent Williams.
Right.
I can just think about a younger version of Trent Williams from the 49ers.
And Lassiter, oh no! Lassiter got bashed by his own teammate, and that was
Uh-huh.
head-to-head contact too.
Imagine you're Lassiter.
Yeah,
Bush! Ow!
right.
And you see big old Panay Sewell coming at you. You get spun around on a simple push by Sewell. Of course, I'm joking as I say that because Sewell is a monster. He pushed me around, and I'm 260 pounds.
Right.
828 for the third. Goff under center. And the fake handoff to Singletary. And Goff will wind up and throw it long, and that is intercepted again.
Gave it right back to him.
That is the fifth interception thrown by Goff tonight. 5 of them.
And this was just again another confusing throw. It's way too high, and
the defense had enough time to recover.
Yeah.
Oh, he floated that.
Yeah, he floated it.
It's intended for Jamison Williams.
Yeah, but that's
and he
way
didn't put
too
enough.
high.
He did not put enough under it.
They may end up pulling him if this is the case. They may end up pulling him for this game. I don't know what you do here because this has been a really rough night for him. This is a really rough night for him.
It is. It's been a terribly rough night. Terribly rough night. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line for the Texans with 8:18 left in the third. The toss to Mixon, running left. And Mixon is going to pull through. He gets out to the 25, maybe the 26.
And this
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
This marks the 7th interception. That is the most in one game since 2018.
Wow. 7 combined interceptions. 2 quarterbacks that are fairly accurate.
Yes.
This is crazy. Oh, boy. 2nd and 5. 7:45 left in the third. 23-13. Houston with the lead. The turn of the hand to Mixon. And Mixon bulling his way forward. He will be short of the first down by a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Coming up for the Houston Texans. If you're Houston, you want to get this running game going and run this clock.
Yeah.
You want to run this clock for 2 quarters. Because the longer you let Detroit hang around, one of those long plays is going to connect. Just ask San Francisco in the NFC Championship game. 3rd and 1. But it was great to see Christian McCaffrey back today.
It really was.
He made a difference. Mixon got it. 1st down, Houston, out to the 33. And Mixon tonight, 19 carries for 30 yards.
19 for 30? My God. They have stuffed him like a turkey.
They did. They did, and they have. .625 left in the third. Texans on the move, moving left. 2 receivers to the right and a lone slot to the left. Stroud under center with Mixon behind him. Here he comes again, this time running left, outside to the 35 to about the 36, but there's a flag.
And then this is maybe coming back.
And it is. It's holding against Houston, and Davis is down. Juice Scruggs is called for the hold, his 2nd holding penalty called against him tonight.
There's a pain in his foot right now as he went down hard.
He did.
And it might have been a little bit of helmet to helmet, too.
We saw what happened to Laramie Tunsil earlier in the night.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like Davis is walking off the field under his own power, so that's good.
That's good to see. That is good to see.
Meek
I
Robinson
know I'm
is going to
tired
take.
now because I'm thinking of all the funny moments from my high school days that are coming across my brain. I know I put in some work today.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something funny. Oh, and yep, he's going under 10. So there may
Yep.
be some concussion protocol.
Yep.
So
Oh
it's
my gosh.
1st and 20
Mhm.
for the
Oh,
Texans.
Tunsil's back in.
Okay.
Sweet. Tunsil's back. Laramie Tunsil's back in. So the ball at the 23-yard line to make us the 43. Stroud under center with Mixon behind him. And this time Stroud's going to throw it. Maybe. No, he won't. Down he goes. 3rd sack of the night. And a loss of 10. And McNeil was injured during the play. McNeil was the one who got the sack. Oh,
Man. Yep, McNeil's now down.
Yep. It'll be 2nd and 30 with 5.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Houston Texans leading by 10, 23-13. McNeil is standing but bent over. And that's good. But get
Yeah.
him off the field safely.
Please.
He's walking off under his own power. That's good. But they may need another 10 for him.
So they just lost another 10 yards on that play, too.
Yep. Now he's jogging off. That's good. And it might be a contact or something with his jaw.
Yeah, I think it was.
Might be a contact lens. I think it's a contact lens. That's why I don't wear contacts.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why I don't wear contacts. One wrong poke.
Yeah.
And the contact flies out. 2nd down and a bunch. Mixing up the middle across the 15 to the 17. 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 26 as we approach 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
And Lassiter
I think he
is
got to deal with
off.
saline solution. Oh my gosh! I think he got hit in his ear because I saw a lump there, and that's not cool.
Yeah. And
Meanwhile,
Lassiter
Lassiter is
is,
being walked off.
yeah, he's being walked to the back. So that might be his night.
Yeah. 3rd and 26. Snap to Stroud.
See,
On
I
the
think it might be
delay
his jaw.
is
It might be McNeil's jaw. Because they're
yeah.
like on his jawline. It might be his jaw. Hopefully his jaw didn't get cracked.
I hope not. Agumbawali with the carry, he gets 11 out to the 28, and it's 4th and 15 with 4:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Townsend will punt it away. But we talked about a lot. Here's the punt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be taken in at the 18-yard line. And that maybe, up the sideline, out to the 30. I was going to say that looked like it was about as far as he was going to go, but he gets outside the 30-yard line. But this may come back due to a flag. Illegal block in the back against Detroit.
Yeah, this has been a game where
it's Neiman who had the illegal block.
Mm-hmm. This is not the high octane game we were hoping for.
I wanted 90 points in this game.
I did too.
I wanted 90 damn points in this game.
I
We have
wanted
a timeout.
I wanted 100 points.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted 100 points.
I want 100. I want 100. Doggone it.
And they're not giving it to me. And I'm mad.
You're mad.
I'm like, come on, guys. Y'all can do better
What
than this.
the hell is this?
Like we said this is gonna be a great game, and it's like It's not turning out that way. Interceptions all over the place.
Oh, I'm really petering out.
Oh boy.
What's wild though? When you get tired, Mitch Kofsky has joined via Instagram. Thank you. U2 Sports Talk was the first to join via Instagram, and thank you all for joining us wherever you may be. My attention is needed somewhere. Thank you, Wolfbane. Thanks for the super chat and thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Much appreciated. I'm gonna go to bed and melt.
Right.
Here. No one got to be back in here at 6:30.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna take the safe route and call it a night.
Gotcha.
And we'll take it to the end of the third quarter and tell some more stories. But why is it that when you're tired, after you spent all the energy you could for the day,
right,
didn't think you had anything left, all the silly stuff
right,
pops in your head?
Crazy stuff too.
Man, too crazy. Like every time we used to prank Derek.
Oh my god.
And the one line I'll never forget from Derek. When we did a Whitney Young game.
Yeah.
Whitney Young back home in Chicago, they're known as the Dolphins. And here's the handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. He only gets a yard. White with the tackle for Houston. I will never forget. I had him call the middle innings of that game. I was half asleep. I swear to God, I was half asleep. And then I hear this man, bless his heart, say, "You're listening to the fish-like mammals." And I fell out of my chair laughing.
The fish-like mammals. I remember that.
Fish-like mammals. Here's Goff to throw. Incomplete off to the left. And looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And we get a late flag. I'm like, what? You're listening to the what?
Yeah.
Fish-like mammals.
Else they picked up the flag. There was going to be pass interference, but they said nope, just good defense, and they continue on.
Yeah, there's no foul. Good call.
Yeah, because no one was even close to him. Now it's just
right.
You could tell Goff is not comfortable.
No, they have pressured the daylight out of him all night.
Is so rattled. I've never seen
Kirk Cousins on the looks of it be thrown in the dirt. 3rd and 9. 3:13 left in the third quarter. A slowly moving third quarter.
Yes, indeed.
Slowly moving third quarter. Goff to throw. Lobs it out. Caught by Gibbs. First down and more. Out to the 30. 35 to the 40 and brought down at the 44-yard line. 28 yards on that connection. First down, Detroit.
And you might see more of these screens.
It's working.
It's working because that was a really nice play, and you could tell Houston was not ready for it.
No, they weren't. That was a great play fake by Goff also to get it out to Jahmyr Gibbs. David Montgomery is the Thunder. Jahmyr Gibbs is the Lightning. Now, I'm going to warn y'all right now, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be hopping on caffeine.
Yeah.
I'm going to be full of caffeine tomorrow. They'll work out of the eye on 1st and 10. The toss to Gibbs, running left. Gibbs hops over a tackler, but unable to get back. Well, he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's as far as he went.
We got a couple of injury reports. Laporta is questionable for his shoulder. Fatukasi.
Fatukasi.
Fatukasi, he's questionable with his foot, and as you know, Lessiter is actually in concussion protocol. So they're evaluating him right now.
2 big losses for the Texans and 1 for the Lions if they're unable to return to this game. 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that 28-yard gain. And here is Gibbs running off left tackle and nothing. If he gets 3, we're lucky. We may have gotten 2. I'll tell you a funny story.
Mm-hmm.
I was covering Indiana Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first baseball trip with them. We were going down to Peoria. Flying right along. Well, we went down, did the games, and we're on the way back. How about the door flew off?
Oh, no.
The door flew off. That woke everybody up in the bus. Is the handoff to Montgomery on 3rd and 7, and he gets nothing and likes it.
They're trying to force Goff to be one-dimensional.
Yep. As we count down to the final minute of the third quarter, 45 seconds and counting, 25 on the play clock. Montgomery has not been a difference maker tonight as he usually is.
Yeah, because this run defense has been really stout for the Texans.
And so it's 4th and 5. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 9-yard line. So 1 snap will take us to the end of the third quarter. We were flying back to Gary, Indiana. I forgot where we went. Went to Springfield. I beg your pardon. Went to Springfield, Illinois. U of I Springfield. And the door flies off.
The door flies off.
In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure. Door flies off.
Right.
Forget the roof. It was the door flying off on the bus in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And it did just what I said. It flew off. All right, 1st and 10. As Stroud is back, winds up and lobs one. It's incomplete with 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Chris Campbell with the pass defense. 2nd and 10 coming up for Houston. Oh my gosh, excuse me, folks. That was a big one.
That was
a big one. 20 seconds left in the third. Trips to the left, slot right. Snap to Stroud, and he fakes it and throws it to the outside. It's complete, but not much, as Woods makes the catch. And that definitely will take us to the end of the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 1 quarter left in this bad boy. And a Sunday Night Football would be complete on Snowman Multimedia. We're getting more consistent with this.
Yes, we are.
Done with 3. Texans 23, Lions 13. The BetUS.com money period coming your way. Oh, here's one.
Okay.
Here's one. It was with Chicago State. And this was 2009. Yes, January 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to go to Columbia, Missouri.
Right.
I'm thinking, okay, I'm sitting up front with the coaches, and I'm not going to be able to sleep because I'm traveling with the women's basketball team, me and Corey.
Right, right.
How about the fact that I wake up and there's a foot of snow on the ground? Like, oh, hell no.
A foot of snow on the ground. You're like, wait,
foot.
Like, where's all this coming from?
It was clear as a bell 2 nights before when I got the call to make the trip. I swear to you, the streets of Gary, Indiana, all the way to Chicago were clear. Then I get this phone call from Corey, you want to go to Missouri with us? Hell yeah.
Like, sure.
I swear to you, I wake up, there was light snow the next day. My mind said, F this, I'm staying in the house. That turned out to be a good call. Because the next morning, the day I was scheduled to drive to Chicago, I had to leave 2 hours early.
Right.
Because there was a foot of snow on the ground. Not an inch, not a couple of inches, not wet snow that usually melts within a few hours. A foot
of snow.
I went outside, out front of my apartment building, found a friend with a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
They shoveled me out, cleaned my car, and that was the slowest drive from Gary, Indiana to Chicago, Illinois I ever made.
I understand that one.
The snow calmed down. They put salt out on the streets. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a good little trip after all.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Snow comes again. Now, at this point, I have all kinds of cuss words in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing if I say them around anybody with authority at Chicago State, I'm screwed.
Right.
We get there, we get loaded up. It's an overnight trip, and I'm thinking, okay, they're not going to let me have my own room on an overnight trip.
Right.
All right, 3rd and 9. Stroud to throw over the middle, incomplete. Detroit will get the ball back again.
That was Branch on the coverage. Did a great job just putting his hand out there and pawing that football down.
So I get to campus.
Mm-hmm.
I get to campus. We're all shoveling. Okay? Gotta get the bus out. Right?
Right.
We get loaded. We're on our way to Columbia. How about the fact when we got to Columbia it was 61 degrees? Not a drop of snow to be found.
Right.
61 degrees. All right, fine. We go to dinner, and they tell us the limit that we can order, so they can keep the receipts and everything. How about one of our friends who was there, Hanya Minta, played volleyball.
Right.
Ordered a diet water.
Oh, what?
You heard what I said. Goff back to throw, grounds it incomplete, looking for Montgomery, 2nd and 10. Now, Hanya was exhausted, just like all of us. Okay?
Right.
Hanya was beat up.
I get that, but a diet
I understand.
water?
I think she wanted to say a Diet Coke. In fact, I'm certain, because that was her drink of choice, I'm certain she wanted to say a Diet Coke.
Right.
She wanted to say a Diet Coke. It didn't hit us until later what she said. And we're all sitting there, Corey included, going, a what? I'm going to share some more of these tomorrow morning. Here's a snap to Goff, back to throw, winds up and throws. It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he'll be 3 yards shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 3, a big 3rd down coming up for the Lions with 14 and a half remaining. That's the word I'm looking for. In the money period. I couldn't talk this afternoon, and I did 2 games simultaneously. Don't ask me how the hell I did that.
Right.
Because I can't tell you. I truly can't. 3rd and 1. Lions moving right to left. Snapped to Goff, and the handoff to Montgomery, and he didn't make it.
I think he might have. I think that first push got him past.
It did. It's right on the. It's right on the mark.
You there gave him a very generous spot, but I think he made it.
And you're right. That first push got him across. That first initial push got him the first down. From the 46, 1st and 10 for the Lions. They're turning the handoff to David Montgomery. Montgomery squeezes through out to the 49, maybe midfield. Azeez Al-Shaair with the stop for Houston. And it'll be 2nd down from that point as we tick down to 13 minutes remaining in the money period. But yeah, Hanya Minna said, diet water. And we're all sitting there cracking up.
Right. And you're like, huh?
Like, what? A diet what? Goff back to throw on 2nd and 6. Rifles one. It is caught. Catch made by Jamison Williams. 1st down Lions. And Williams is slow to get up. Look at the hit that Goff took. And that ball was wobbly. That ball was really wobbly.
It really was.
Williams was able to hang on to it. And Goff knew the hit was coming. He got blasted.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, they're so off. They're so off rhythm. We've never seen the Detroit Lions this off rhythm before.
And a team that operates the West Coast offense, and I'm dating it back to its original roots with Bill Walsh, it depends on rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So Williams is off on the bench, which is good to see. 12 and a half minutes left from the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Fake handoff, drops the screen to Montgomery, and Montgomery's got a lot of room inside the 20, inside the 15, 14, 13, down to the 10, and out of bounds at the 9.
And they gotta come away with 10 with a touchdown. This one they cannot.
They gotta get 7.
They gotta get 7. They can't get 3.
Get 7. You can't settle for 3 when you're this close, and you've taken and worked so hard to get back in the game. The Lions are in this game, folks. There's plenty of time for them to come back and get this one. Thank you, Jim Durham, for that line. 1st and goal from the 9. And I'll tell you all about my first day at college after, should the Lions score here. It's out to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and bingo! Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Thank you, Dan Miller. And wouldn't you know it, they go 64 yards in 6 plays, and with 11:38 left, it's a one-possession game.
And I think what they're doing now is they're just committing a lot of screens, which helps out because the less he has to go down the field, the easier it is going to be for Jared Goff to come up with some more completions.
Exactly.
And they're trusting
and
the
it
speed of the
also
receivers.
takes that pressure away
from
getting to him. Snap is down, the kick is good, and it's a 3-point game, 23-20.
Oh boy.
All right, my first day at Northeast Missouri State.
Okay.
Of course, you know Dad went with me.
Yep.
Stayed at a friend's house the night before. I got moved into my room on campus. August of 1990 was hotter than hell in Kirksville, Missouri. What does Brian do? The dumbest thing ever. I load up on soda.
Uh-oh.
Then they gave us these little kits with the necessities. One of those necessities turned out to be something that took me a long time to get rid of. NyQuil. Now I understand Dennis Leary's song about NyQuil. Capital N, small y, big blanking Q.
Right.
And I had horrible hay fever. Horrible. I was like, y'all hear me right now? That's how stuffed up I was. My first day at college. So someone made the suggestion and I stupidly took it. They said, here, drink this. This will clear you up. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I took it. I drank it. I started feeling good. But there was one little catch. Knocked my ass out.
Clean out.
I had planned to go to a dance that night. I had planned to go to a freshman mixer that night, and my body said, Or as Victor loves to tease me with, my body said, absolutely,
Man, when you talk about getting knocked out by medicine.
What happened to you?
When I first started dealing with some tendonitis in my ankle because I accidentally rolled it a while back.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. I was in so much pain. And my boss knew. He saw me. I didn't get any sleep. So I'm like, try my best to not nod off, but I'm in pain. I could barely move. And he sees me limping hard.
I get it.
And he said, you're in a lot of pain, aren't you? I said, yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I just feel my ankle. And he looked at it, and I know what happened too. When I was working at Novatex, one of the things we had to do was take all these large garbage dumpsters.
Yeah.
And we moved them to a room so that they could be picked up by the secure team who will destroy all the paper that's in there.
Yeah.
These are heavy bins. So I stepped on it trying to lean it so I could move it, and I just felt my ankle go crunch. I was like, oh no.
Oh dear.
It was I was in so much pain.
So what'd they give you?
So he said, go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor the next day, and they gave me, I think it was 400 milligrams for ibuprofen, because I was only using like the 200.
I love ibuprofen. Stroud to throw. It's caught. First down on a gain of 16. Go ahead.
And they said, because I said I was just taking like some ibuprofen. Said, well, what do you take? I said, maybe about 200, 100. They said, oh no, that's not gonna do nothing for you. We're gonna set you up with some 400 milligrams, and that'll be good. I said, okay. I got hit with I took one of the 400 milligrams and was done.
And gone.
I was DUNN done.
Like Adam, done.
Yes.
Out of the pistol, they hand off to Mixon, and Mixon gets back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky. I got one for you.
Okay.
Medicine. I was living in Jasper, Indiana, and I was working for News Now, Du Bois County, as well as my full-time job, which was working at a factory. Moving parts for furniture at a furniture factory, okay? And I'm working the night shift, and I'm like, okay, this will be cool. Man, I'm picking up like panels that my body reminded me I have no business in hell picking up.
Right.
And I said, nah, I can tough this out. If I can work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., I can move this pile. Once again, I got a reminder from my body that I'm not supposed to pick these up.
Exactly.
I picked it up anyway. I went to place them on the rollers. Pow! On my right big toe.
Being hard-headed.
Being stupid. Get hard-headed. Stroud back, steps up, takes off. He'll dive out across the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47. No, I'm not being hard-headed. Being hard-headed, you only do it once and you learn from that. This is me being absolutely bleeping stupid.
Yeah.
But there was a blessing in disguise for this.
Mm-hmm.
That panel slipped out of my hand and kablooey right on my right big toe. Everybody heard me screaming. And somebody raced to the break area, got me a chair, and said, dude, you need to sit down quick. Stroud back, caught, sack, balls out. And the Texans are all over it. It's 4th down. They'll punt it away with 9:08 left. I said, dude, you need to sit down quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bleeding. Didn't know I was bleeding, but I was bleeding. Didn't think about the fact that I was bleeding, but I was bleeding. The person had a medical professional come in there, and since I was part of a union, shucks, what is the word I'm looking for? Workman's comp representative came in because she had to assess what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
She took one look at. Give me this button. I got it. I got to use the button here.
No.
She took one look at my foot and went, "Holy sh!"
Yeah.
I looked at her and I said, "That ain't all I said."
That bad,
And
huh?
she had the look of,
what in the all types of blue hell
just happened?
Did you do?
I said, you know those panels over there? Yeah. One of them fell on my foot. And she repeated her words. Holy sh!
Right.
So I get sent home almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And someone had to drive me home. I was instructed not to drive by the on-site doctor.
Right.
So they drove me back to my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And the young lady I was seeing at the time called me. What are you doing home? I had a panel slam on my foot. I'll be right over. Click. Huh?
Yeah.
What? She came flying over. She picked me up. And the next thing I knew, I'm in her Jeep. She's like, you're staying with me tonight. Tab, I'm not supposed to drive. You're not driving. Okay.
You're in no position to argue.
None. I was tired. I was hurt. I was in pain. I was in pure, unadulterated pain.
Agony.
So I go to the doctor the next day. They schedule me for surgery the day after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of surgery? You have an ingrown toenail. A what?
You're like, what does that mean?
Again, come here, Chris. I looked at this doctor while I'm stretched out on a
Gurney.
table that is half my size, and I went,
what in the all types of blue hell
do you mean I have an ingrown toenail? He showed me the X-rays. Oops.
Oh dear.
Oh, was it ever ingrown? So the next day, they called my job on first down. They hand off to Gibbs, and he's loose out to the 30, 35, up the sideline toward the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit. So the next day, they scheduled me for surgery. They called my job, and they said, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
My job called me and says, you have the next week off and it's paid. Huh?
Nice.
What?
Well, it was on their property. You got hurt on their property. They got to make sure you are taken care of.
Yep. They gave me the next week off and it was paid. Doesn't matter if I didn't put in enough hours. That pass is caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he picks up 9 more. So they compensated me all right. All the 40 hours I would have been getting. They compensated me for what turned out to be the next 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Because after surgery, and that was the first time I got introduced to what's that stuff they put in? I know what it is. Here's the handoff to Gibbs. Racing right. First down and more. 50, 45, 40 out of bounds.
This is the quarter the Lions been looking for all game long.
Mm-hmm. That's the first time I got introduced to anesthesia. There it is.
Oh.
I got introduced to anesthesia. Man. Of course, they went through the procedure. They told me what the procedure was, and you'll be under for this amount of time, and we're going to remove your toenail, and we're putting you under so you don't feel anything. I'm like, all right, cool. So they bring the mask. They hook me up with the mask, and the Lions are hooked up 1st and 10 from the Houston 39. Here's Gibbs one more time, and Gibbs gets across the 35 down to the 33. This is the Jahmyr Gibbs show. With 6:20 remaining in the ball game. Okay, so they hook me up with the mask. They tell me the rules. I'm ready to go under and have this pain stop. All right? Jahmyr Lions rushing by half. They have 27 carries for 105 yards as a team and 1 rushing touchdown. 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. Gibbs the lone back in the backfield. Tight end Crab walks in motion. The toss to Gibbs, running left. He's in trouble, and goes backwards. So he'll lose 6 yards. Toe-a-toe
ready for that one.
With the stop.
They were ready for that one.
They were. So they put me on, and they said, count backwards from 100. I don't think I got to 98 before I was gone. I was long gone before I even got to 98. 3rd and 11 for the Lions. Can they convert here? 5 on the play clock. Goff in shotgun formation. Takes the belt high shotgun snap. Looking left. Throwing left. Incomplete off the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's 4th down. And what do the Lions do here?
I don't know. I think they need to just pull out the kicker and hope for the best.
Try to tie the game. I woke up. I was minus a right big toenail. I said, how long was I asleep? 20 minutes. Didn't feel like it. All right, Jake Bates, who has a long of 51. This is 58. Right hash, angle to the left. It's on the way. It's going to curl, and it is good.
That was beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
That was beautiful.
We folks have a tie game at 23.
Yes,
16
indeed.
Unanswered points by Jake Bates and the Detroit Lions, the Michigan Panther legend.
Oh, man.
But I woke up. I was minus a big toenail.
Mm-hmm.
How long was I asleep? 20 minutes. That's impossible.
Right.
Like, no, you were asleep about 20 minutes.
I'll tell you this one.
Go ahead.
Earlier this year, I had to get a endoscopy because I've been worried about my esophagus.
Yes.
That's why I'm trying to lose weight and not eat so much spicy food and stuff like that because of esophageal issues.
Yep.
Turns out it's just acid reflux, but you want to take care of that. So
yes,
they said, well, what we're gonna do, if you want, we can give you an endoscopy. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. We're gonna
Right.
take a tube. We're gonna take a tube with a camera, and we're just gonna put it down your throat and see how your esophagus is, and we're gonna put you under. I'm like, okay. Now,
What the
mind
hell you
you,
mean you're gonna put me under?
well, I knew what they meant by put me under, but it says it's gonna be like
Right.
Twilight. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm still nervous about all this because anything can happen when this happens.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm worried. My mom comes with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is like, we're praying and everything just to make sure everything's taken care of. And she's like, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. I've not seen that commercial in so long. I'm sorry. It's the chef's commercial.
Oh no.
They redid the chef's commercial. But anyway, so they get me set up in the room, put the IV in and everything. And then the specialist for anesthesia is like, yeah, all you're gonna do is you're gonna lay this way. We're gonna, you're gonna put you in and gonna go ahead and start the anesthesia, and you'll be right out. Right? They didn't even tell me to count. Now I'm waiting for this because everyone has told me that you're gonna put the mask on and everything, and they're gonna count from 100 all the way down, and you'll be out. They didn't tell me that. They told me move this way, lean this way, lay this way, and before I knew it, gone.
You were gone.
I was out. I woke up. Now, mind you, before they pulled me into the observation room, it was about 3:45 because Jeopardy had just gotten to their first commercial break.
God, Jeopardy.
When I woke up, I was back in the room and the news was on. My mom was just sitting there, and I just said, "How long have I been out?" And Mom said, "Oh," I was like, "How long have I been back in here?" And she's like, "Oh, they brought you back in like 10 minutes after Jeopardy went off." I'm sorry, what? Yeah. So by the time Jeopardy had went off, I was back in.
You were back.
It was barely 10, 15 minutes that I was under. I started laughing.
Feels longer, doesn't it?
It does. I felt best sleep I ever had, though.
It feels longer, doesn't it?
Best sleep I ever had, though. I felt good.
Oh, yeah.
I had a good sleep. And
On first down, the handoff is to Mixon. He'll get a couple. I had to go through it again when I had my biopsy in 2021. This is when I got diagnosed with later on with pancreatic cancer. I knew the procedure. I had gone through it before. Apparently, I was sleeping so soundly I was drooling.
I was too.
Stroud back to throw. Steps up and fires. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. Talk about being off and being off rhythm since that first drive. CJ Stroud has been off rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a tale of two halves for these teams.
Yeah. Okay. So I go through the procedure. They bring me back and I'm still out.
Right.
It took the doctor and my wife to wake me up. What? And now I'm groggier than all get out.
Right.
3rd and 6. Snap to Stroud. He looks. He throws. It is caught. Mechie, the reception. First down, Houston, with 4:09 left in the game.
It's not
and they told me the rule: I could not drive.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
That's the person to tell you is like you have to have someone. That's why I asked my mom to do it.
Someone has to come with you, especially when you're going under for surgery. You cannot drive, because if you drive, you will cause an accident.
Right.
Because you'll be so clouded. On first down, the handoff is to Mixon. They're trying to escape to the right. Mixon will only get a yard, maybe 2, as Campbell brought him down. So Jody drove me home. And the only thing I wanted to do was go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jody, I got a funny one for you. I got a real
Okay.
funny one for you. You know, Jody says things, and we all laugh.
Right.
We were driving from Durham back to Henderson, and we were trying to get back in a hurry because Jody had to work. She was working from home at the
Mhm.
time. Here's the snap to Stroud, fires left. It's caught. Tank Dell, first down, Houston. So we're traffic is slowing to a crawl,
Mhm.
and Jody, bless her heart, was exhausted. Okay, this was the day after she recorded the now famous line of "Mister, will you please wake up?"
Oh, that's where that came from.
Because we had to go donate plasma, and I had a hard time waking up.
Right.
I really don't know why. On first down, the handoff is to Mixon, and Mixon gets inside the 45 down to the 42, and Houston is hell bent on taking this drive all the way down and getting the winning points with no time on the clock.
Yeah.
They'll have to have a snap here. There's 30 seconds on the play clock, and now there's 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. 23-23 tie. There have been a total of 120 plays in this game. Detroit with 327 yards, Houston 246. This is the final play before the 2-minute warning, and it's a handoff to Mixon, and Mixon gets a yard as we are now at 2 minutes. 23-23. Okay, so Jody's flying home. We're flying home so she can go to work. Traffic's like backed up a little bit on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Jody blurts out, "Did I stop traffic on the internet?"
Yes.
I laughed so hard I nearly threw up.
Yes, you did.
And then during the break, she comes in and goes, "What did I say earlier?" Baby, you don't want me to. Just tell me what I said, honey. You asked if you stopped traffic on the internet. She goes, "Oh, hell." I start laughing again. And you know what I meant. Yes, I know what you meant, honey. But it was still funnier than hell that you said on the internet.
Right.
And anybody who's listening to the broadcast I put together today knows she's not the only one that slips on words. Lord knows I've
Right.
slipped on my share of words today.
Yes.
Crazy slips too. And these are words I say all the time. And somehow I'm still slipping. That's all right. That is all right. All right, folks. We got 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. Tie game, 23 apiece. And folks, you want to see the best morning sports show? Tune in to Snowman in the Morning tomorrow, beginning at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Where we will go through all of the week that was in the NFL, including games that I would like to forget. We'll talk about that later. I will say it felt good to not care, though. It felt good to not care about.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You took a mulligan for a certain game, man.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
I appreciate
it. And the reason, like, look, I just don't care.
At this point, I couldn't.
I don't blame you. I've had a few of those years. I've had quite a few of those years where you just don't care anymore.
Yeah, you just get so tired
You just don't give a damn. 3rd and 4 from the 40. Snap to Stroud. They bring pressure off the edge. Stroud winds up and throws, and it's incomplete. Now it's 4th and 4.
And they looking like they
Arnold
are
is
humming it.
down.
They're having it hawing for a flag here. They are looking for the flag.
They're not going to get one.
They're not going to, because literally what happened was the receiver stopped and Arnold couldn't.
Right.
So he basically runs right into him, and
runs into his teammate.
Yeah.
There's the break, and Arnold goes flying.
So Arnold's he looked kind of dazed. He's walking on his own power, which is good, but he definitely looks dazed. He needs to go take a seat.
I would be too. Get him to a seat immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And they took his helmet, so that's good. He's going right to the tent. No, he went right to the bench. 4th and 4. 1:56 left. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. And this is going to be a long one. Townsend will hold. Detroit 2 timeouts left. Houston has all 3. 1:56 remaining. From 58. Right hash, angle to the left. High snap. Here she comes. He pulled it.
Yeah, that one wasn't even close. That one was not even close.
So with 1:51 left and 2 timeouts,
the Lions have a chance to come away with the win.
They have a chance to essentially walk this baby off.
We'll see what
happens.
happens.
It was a high snap that disrupted everything.
The Lions have to get a really sure kick or score a touchdown. And that's really what
they're
going to
only need 20 yards.
Yeah.
They're going to only need 20 yards. So even with the missed 2-point conversion, Detroit can essentially walk off with a field goal. So 1:51 left in the ball game, and they'll start from the 48-yard line in their own territory. That's where the ball was put down for the field goal attempt. Goff under center, turns and hands to Gibbs, who gets across midfield down to the Houston 49, and the Texans will spend their first timeout with 1:46 left.
If you're Texas, you want to keep as much time on the clock as possible, because if anything happens, if they should miss a field goal or if they should make a field goal, you want to have enough time for CJ Stroud to work a little magic.
And then if you're Detroit, if you make them exhaust all of their timeouts and you convert a couple of first downs before you kick the winning field goal, you put Houston in a bind.
Yeah, you do.
Last team to win after trailing by 15 points with 5+ interceptions was the Colts. It was versus the Bears in 1970. Actually, that's wrong. No, okay, I'm thinking of something else. Here's the toss to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets back to the line of scrimmage, and they'll run the clock. And timeout called by Houston with exactly 100 seconds remaining.
Now,
they're going to force Detroit to go to the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, now, if you're Detroit, you're going to have to go with a pass on this one just to get closer. But it's got to be a good pass. And if you're the line, you have to give Goff time to survey the field. You cannot lose your assignment.
You cannot. You cannot. So this is a big third down on both sides of the ball. Who will convert? 3rd and 6 for the Lions inside Houston territory. Will the Texans hold, or will the Lions come up with a miracle, as they have seemed to do under Dan Gamble lately? Detroit trying to move to 8-1 on the year and win back-to-back division titles for the first time since 1954. Trips right, slot left. Goff is back in shotgun formation, takes the belt high shotgun snap, rifles one. It's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a first down to the 36-yard line. And I think Houston just spent their final timeout.
Yeah, it was a nice little in and out route there. And St. Brown was able to lose his coverage just enough to get open, and how he holds onto the ball for dear life.
I don't know how he does
it. That's been the kind of game for the Lions, is they just hold onto that ball for dear life because there have been so many turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Don't blame him if he holds on to the ball for dear life. Do not blame him one bit.
So now the Lions can run the clock down as much as they wish.
They can essentially run the clock out.
Yeah.
They can essentially run the clock out. No timeouts left for Houston with 93 seconds left in the ball game. As a matter of fact, you know what? Well, you want to get a little closer.
Yeah.
For Jake Bates. Yes, you want to get a little closer. Yep, and everybody's under center. This is a good call. Hand off Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and Gibbs will get a yard to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you just want to keep moving as long as you're getting positive yardage. I would say go in the I formation, stay in the I formation, because at least that gives you enough individuals in front of you to push forward, rather than doing anything like a toss play or something that has a possibility to send you further backwards.
And a possibility for a turnover. So now David Montgomery is in the game. 2nd down and 8 in a 23-all tie. There's 10 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. Now 4. Now 3. Now 2. Here's Montgomery. And Montgomery is going to get 3 yards. Now you can run this clock all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
You can run this clock all the way down and call timeout. There's a 3-second difference, play clock to game clock. You can run this all the way down and get the hell out of there with a win. And that's exactly what Campbell is looking at. $13, $12, $11, $10. And everybody's over there. They're waiting. All right, there's 4 seconds remaining. There should be 4 seconds remaining in the ball game. Yes, there is. They can walk out of here.
I think Gamble said. I think he wanted a couple more seconds to go.
He wanted a couple more seconds off the clock. But in essence, this is the final play of the game, unless we have overtime, because the Texans have no timeouts.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Jake Bates will try to win it for Detroit after trailing in this game 23-7. 5 interceptions in the ball game tonight for Jared Goff. And Jake Bates will try to pull out a miracle from 52 yards out from the left hash, angle to the right. The punter to put it down. Here she comes, and it is good. It is good, and the game is over.
The Detroit
Lions did it again.
Oh my God. Jake Bates, I'm going to just say it right now. Jake Bates just saved Jared Goff.
Oh, he just saved the Lions' season.
He
Look at it. They lifted him up on their shoulders. Wow.
That was a thing of beauty.
I thought he was going to pull that left.
I did too. I thought he was going to pull it, and it slowly, cleanly went right by and into the uprights. It is good, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions win.
8-1.
And I'll just say this for the folks who remember the downside of Detroit Lions back when they were the 0-16 Lions.
Yes.
The Lions that were the butt of every NFL joke. How about now?
How about these Lions?
8-1, and this was the game we wanted. It may have came off slow, but this is the game we wanted.
This is exactly the game that we wanted. 700 yards of offense. Lions win at the buzzer. And you know, this is my second game-winning kick I've called today.
Yes.
With two of my favorite teams, the Lions and the 49ers.
Jake Bates
Wouldn't
and
you know
Money
it?
Moody. And Money Moody.
And they're both named Jake. Jake Bates for the Lions, Jake Moody for the 49ers.
Right?
You can't get any better than that.
No, not at all. And
you cannot get any better than that.
And big kudos to the Houston Texans. They fought
absolutely.
It out. And we are looking at some really good matchups. Maybe not a Super Bowl contender now, but I'm thinking in a couple years, I think these two might be going for a Lombardi.
Maybe in a year. Maybe in a year. Houston is that good, and Detroit, well, you just saw what they did.
Yes.
You just saw what they did. And you saw what we did.
Yes, indeed.
Whew. I think we can go to bed now.
I think we can too.
Final score, the Lions 26 and the Texans 23. This was a hell of a game to call, folks.
Yes, it was.
Stay tuned tomorrow for Snowman in the morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Victor, thank you for hanging with me tonight. I will see you in the morning.
Not a problem. See you in the morning, sir. And
good
see
night.
y'all tomorrow, too.
And see y'all tomorrow. Good night, everybody. We love you.
We're in this fucking do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little vice in. You don't